yo, me and Napalm stay with that dumbass shit. That was a stink meaner theme, yo. Ridiculous self.
I need to know where this guy is because
I don't know. I dared.
He synced it.
I know he synced it. It seemed that he synced it. But,
yeah.
Did he really sync it?
I don't fucking know.
Like, we see that it popped up there, but nah, because that ain't the type of link you just see and not see.
Right.
As soon as you see that, you go, oh, no, that's the StreamYard. So
right. I don't know. Fucker. Hey, Betty.
What's up, Betty? Nag Dabbit.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little sharing right here. All right. Yo, it's something. Instagram be on some bull.
Well, yeah.
Let me talk about Facebook. So
what it be like?
There are. Wait a second. I was supposed to put something there. What up? Give her the beans. So look, right. I posted something up on IG this morning, right? Just the promotion stuff for the comic book, and it gives you the ability to invite collaborators, right? I invited Greg, Joseph, and our official Majestic Comics Instagram.
Right.
So then Gray posted a comment, yo, invite me as a collaborator. I'm like, wait a minute, I know I invited him as a collaborator. So I went and I checked. Yeah, it isn't him. It's that, because that's not the first time that's happened. Not the first time that's happened. Something about the notification of it or whatever. They need to get that shit right.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, because what's the purpose of you even having that if it doesn't notify the person that so they can find where they need to click to accept? Like that's
good. Uber stupid.
Just come on, yo.
What up, free thinker?
What's up, free thinker? Yo, that's the other thing. Like, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Facebook and Zucker nerd.
Oh, I got something about a Facebook ad. I can't show the picture, but oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah. We gonna talk, like it's. I watched some stuff the other day.
What up, Bowflex?
What's up, Bowflex? That really put what fucker nerd is trying to do in perspective. It really did, yo. It put it in perspective.
Yo,
it did though. You know what I'm saying? It really put it in perspective.
That's amazing.
Yo, and by the way, he's the weirdest looking guy on the planet right now, and I don't remember him always looking like this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. And y'all know, if you go back and you look at old pictures, yes, we all change, right? Everybody changes with age. Some of us have the complexion for the eternal youth connection, right? What's up, sis? So that's one thing. But he Zuckerberg looks weird. He looks really, really weird. Like the eyes, something about the eyes that's kind of android. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Give It the Bean says it's his brother's birthday today, and he's gonna see Supercross in Anaheim, and you're super jealous. Damn, bro. Damn. I know how that feel though. I know how that feel. When family and friends are going to do some cool shit and you ain't able to do it too. I know how that feel. Matter of fact, Cindy is going to take a cruise to Mexico or something like that. And it's, what's up, Ken? And it's always good. Special space. It's always good when you get the chance to travel some goddamn where and do some things. Yo,
yeah.
What What is up with niggas' cameras, yo? Like, what's going on?
My shit just ain't connecting, B. I don't know what the fuck the issue is, but
You broke it.
Crazy.
I mean, you broke yours too.
I mean, I didn't though. I'm clearly here.
Right now, he can say that. He feel like I can say that.
I mean, I get it.
We look the same.
But yeah, I'm here. I don't.
I mean, you kind of.
No, I'm present.
No, what kind
of? I'm just saying. Addie is basically saying. Addie's basically saying his screen and your screen look alike right now.
Yes.
So, no.
Okay.
But they
don't. Tom. No. Shut up, James.
He left. Damn. What the hell? Why the blackout culture geeks?
No, what happened is I didn't leave. This nigga kicked me the fuck out. That's what to the gulag, yo.
Don't kick him to the garage. Kick him to the gulag, yo. Not the garage, the gulag.
Oh fuck.
Yo, Marissa said Chronicles of Pitch Blurred up in there.
God,
that's funny.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna have to see you, fam.
I can't see you, my guy.
No, whatever. I can't see you either.
That's the issue.
Hey, when you going to Miami?
I told you already. We're not going over this again.
No, tell me.
Actually, I am going to bring it up on the show, so you gotta wait.
I need to know now because I got PTO and shit, so I gotta make sure.
Nigga, it's literally going to be like 20 minutes.
Yo, Special Space said take the tape off your cameras.
Hey, yo, niggas be doing that goofy shit too. Put the tape on that shit, like
he's gonna tape all his lenses and shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Ain't nobody watch you. Like, what my thing is like, yo, what the fuck are you doing in order for the government to be watching you that hard, my guy?
Yo,
like,
I can't stand people, yo. Like, yo, hold up. Okay, so let's just examine that goofy ass shit for a second. Because some of you motherfuckers is funny as shit with that.
Facts.
I don't the privacy, my privacy in the government.
My privacy, goddamn.
Fucking shitting me. Do you got a social security number?
That's all I'm saying. You got a phone number, you got a phone, all that shit. Fuck out of here. They already know what's up.
Yo, they know, nigga. They not out to get you. They already got you. They already got you. Been got. The fuck you talking about? My privacy. You got a phone? Are you connected to Google? Look and see what Google Maps did. Just go look and see what Google Maps do to your ass. Everywhere you go, you got that shit turned on. Everywhere you go, every month, I get a notification in my email about the places I went. Fuck out of here. Like, there's no privacy? You think, just like the people that go on social media, this was happening on Facebook a lot. I'm seeing less of it now. People go on social media and they post this 2-paragraph thing talking about how they don't give permission for Facebook to use their pictures or some other goofy shit like that. And it's like, B, in order for you to get on this platform, you signed the terms of service that gave them permission to do all of that. And you ain't read it, because like most of us, we don't read the fine print, but it's there. You signed the terms of service to even be on the platform. You're going to try to retroactively stay on the platform while taking away that. That's not a thing. The government ain't out to get you. The government already got you.
I disagree. I think both two things can be true.
It can't be. You can't give the permission away. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do. The only thing you can do is get off the platform.
Wait, what are we talking
That's
about?
it.
Huh?
I'm talking about
privacy. I'm sorry, privacy.
Oh, because we were talking about that last week, and people were tripping on me like, "Oh, you was going too hard on the chick." I'm like, "No, like it's my phone. Why the fuck are you looking at my phone? Even if my phone is out in the open."
No, that's not the privacy we were talking about.
No, that's a different type of privacy.
But still though.
Yeah.
No, we were mocking people who assume some type of privacy.
Yeah.
Your situation was actual privacy that you should have
absolutely
been granted.
Yeah. Right.
And also, You worried about the government knowing where you are or what you do? I gotta be honest.
Oh, so we're
with y'all.
still on that. Yeah, like they.
I gotta be honest with y'all.
Like, family, if you was born here, you got a social security number. They got your fucking fingerprint since you was a jit and all that shit. Like, they know what you're doing. And plus, since technology has advanced,
Right.
you got a cell phone, you got a fucking email and all that shit. They know what the fuck you're doing. My thing is this: why the fuck do y'all think y'all so important?
Yo,
devious
it's so
shit?
funny. It's so funny, man.
You're not doing no devious shit that they watching you, my nigga. You're not Alpo, my nigga. Fuck out of here.
Bitch, I might be.
But you're not.
Yo, use the meme and shit. Listen. All I'm gonna tell you is, people really be thinking that them getting up every morning to go to that fucking restaurant to sweep up, and maybe cut the grass, that the government is concerned about what the fuck you're doing.
But also, if you are going to work and you're doing that shit consistently and you're doing some shit on the side, I hope you're not putting that shit in your phone.
Nigga.
Bitch, I might be.
Or anyway, that if you're so paranoid about the government that they don't find a way to find that shit out.
Yo, if you have a job that's above board and not under the table, guess what? The government knows. You gotta out. What the fuck is the shit is the craziest, man. And it's like people be ODing with that. It's one thing to say, yo, you concerned about certain things about prophecy. Like in general, like the concept of it. I get that. But some of y'all be ODing on that, like in that saying the CIA give a fuck about you.
Like on my blog when I was living in Miami, I'm like, yo, niggas is selling like nickels and dime bags of crack and shit. Like, they ain't watching y'all. Maybe the DTs and shit, but the big government ain't watching y'all. Like, they don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about.
You not Noriega, man.
Caught up.
You're not Noriega. Stop it. Like
the real Noriega, he owe me 100 favors.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you not listen. All of that, just like but now, like you said, you talking about the locals? Yeah, absolutely. Because
that's what they're supposed to do.
That's their job. That's their job to do.
That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be on the block.
Government?
No, they don't give a fuck about y'all. The fucking like CIA, the fucking feds ain't watching you, my nigga.
They're not. Yo, and this is the thing, right? They paranoid about shit they really shouldn't be, and they not paranoid about things they should be.
Bruh.
And they should be right in their fucking face, like
right in your face.
Literally, Toom and I literally had these conversations about like, yo, how these politicians be straight up telling us, yo, fuck y'all. Like, you remember that meme? It's like, it says, Republicans, they like, oh, fuck BLM and this and this and that. And then it's like, Democrats, BLM, whatever. And but it's like, oh, it's like a heart emoji and shit afterwards, but still nothing happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit. Like
they not worried about listen. Just like, so to show you how dumb a lot of motherfuckers was, the neighborhood I grew up, every year, roughly around the same time, every year, on the corner of Hilton and Emerson Avenue, the workers would come out there to fix the lights or the street.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. Typically, most of the time, there was nothing wrong with the street.
Right.
There was nothing wrong with the lights.
Right.
Yo, fam.
A block up the street, just a block, there's the bar corner. And James knows which bar corner I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That bar corner on Emerson and Dennison. That bar corner is hot all the time. That was an open-air drug market. Niggas
yo, fam. I ain't gonna hold you, but that shit's so funny because that reminds me of like, yo, FPO is called Florida Power Electric, whatever. And there was plenty of times like everybody would have their lights on, all that shit, power on, all that shit. They would just pull up for whatever reason. I'm like, why y'all here? But when hurricanes hit and we got lights for 2 weeks,
you don't see the motherfuckers.
You know.
You know what's crazy is
this is conspiracy addy being conspiracy addy, but
still, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is some of the people that was out there on that corner, they were friends of mine. I had the inside scoop with this. Well, this is so obvious because at that time, my uncle worked for BPD.
Yeah.
He was like, they ain't doing nothing but taking pictures the people up there on the corner to
Fuck,
place
they take
faces with
pictures.
names,
Mhm.
faces with names,
Yeah.
and all of that. So they're gonna come
Yeah.
running down there and do blah blah blah. The ones
Hey, yo,
that were
but
my
don't
friend,
get it
hold
twisted.
up, Addy.
Don't get it
The
twisted. DTs will sit on your block, boy.
hold up, Addy. The ones that were my friends, I told them this. I said, "Yo, nigga,
Them boys are sitting out there.
y'all
boy.
being watched and photographed, yo."
They taking pictures, fam.
Do you think these goofy motherfuckers move shop?
No.
No, they
Hey, yo, you know
stood right up there.
Yo, fam, you know what the thing is? It be the same car, different days. I be like, yo, it's the same fucking car. We all know what car's supposed to be on this block. It's the same car, different days. Niggas just like still doing what they do. I'm like, fam, get low, my guy.
Right.
And that's why niggas got banned. I'm like, damn, and niggas like, how did we get banned? I'm like,
no, right.
Because niggas was watching y'all, fam.
That makes me mad, yo. Like, so there was a laundromat that was right next to that bar.
Yeah.
That laundromat wasn't nothing but a hangout for motherfuckers to get their shit together before they hit the block.
Yeah.
And then after they were done hitting the block, they go in laundromat. When the police finally came down there and raided the fuck out of that place, like they raided the shit out of that place. Like you would have thought it was some Colombian drug lords the way they came through there.
because they were drug laundering.
Yeah.
literally,
right?
That was the bar. I was like,
yo, these motherfuckers had a nerve to have the dick look on their face. Now, I didn't mess with all of them, but it was a few dudes on there that was my homeboys. So I was like, yo,
chill. We gotta get James and Don DeMarco for that though.
Don DeMarco. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen. They had a nerve to have the dick look on their face about, well, what did somebody snitching? No, nigga, nobody snitched. Nobody snitched.
They see you. They know what the read is, fam.
They can see you. Dude. Like it's just a block down the street.
Hey, yo, when I was living in Miami, I stayed on 402. There was literally a car that would park around like 11 o'clock every fucking night. It would be by the bando. I'm like, yo, every fucking night. That same car is always there. I'm like, why the fuck is that car always there? I'm just peeping the shit. I'm like, but niggas still doing what they doing. I'm still doing me because I wasn't like doing like sketchy shit. I was just drinking the shit with them niggas. But you can be associated, you can be guilty by association. But I'm just like, but niggas was like, oh, how the fuck did we get banned? I'm like, oh, y'all ain't peeped that car was there for a span of 2 months. Every night I peeped that. They are watching us. And don't get it twisted that when the sun comes up, that car ain't moving, watching you too when you moving. Like, fuck out of here.
But hold up. I guarantee you these some of the same guys that would build these elaborate conspiracies about the government. Nigga, right there. Not
people. People are allowed to be stupid.
That's fine. Granted, my guy. You supposed see, this is the thing, right? If you're doing frivolous shit, right? You're supposed to be on point on your P's and Q's and cross your T's, dot your I's on it.
Yeah,
right?
but just because you're supposed to be.
I was. Don't do that. I corrected.
But listen, just because you're supposed to be, don't mean you will. Because I'm gonna tell you, when people get comfortable,
because them niggas ain't do that.
Yeah, but when people, I'm gonna tell you, it's human nature. When people get comfortable doing things, even if there's things they know they should be looking out for, whatever, have their head on a swivel. You get comfortable doing it, you're gonna start slipping.
That's
you're gonna start slipping.
There's been times I've been comfortable, but luckily I ain't get jammed up and pamped for the shit. But my thing is, niggas is like, oh, how did I get pamped? I'm like, nigga,
that kills me.
I saw how you was going to.
Look, they quick to yell, somebody snitching. Yeah, you on yourself.
you out. But they say
on yourself.
Niggas, they be out on Jump Street with it or out on the porch with it. Yeah, nigga, you out on Front Street with it, nigga. You ain't had nothing for them. They see everything that you. The reason why they're there is because they suspect that you're doing this thing,
right?
And you are out there showing them this is what you're doing, and then you wondering, how did I get caught?
You know how you get caught. We know how you got caught. Like listen, and look, don't get it twisted. Oh, it was dude snitching.
Oh no, niggas be ratting.
That era of time, Emerson Village, yeah.
No, but I'm saying niggas be rapping, but there's certain times like, yo, that had to do with you being negligible and not
it's
responsible
one thing,
for being on the block. You know
it's one thing if you was being dumb and you was slipping, you got accustomed to certain things, certain way, and you wasn't paying attention. It's another thing when somebody flat out told you. My homeboys that was out there, I told them, I was like, yo, you know, my uncle worked for the BPD, right? They not workers. Right. Not all of them. Not all of them. They not workers. They taking pictures of now niggas up here.
And that's why they believe me. Like, I was like, yo, like after the third night, I was like, yo, 11 o'clock, every time 11 o'clock, I'm like, why is that car always posted up over there? Niggas like, oh, it's probably some nigga trying to fuck a chicken down. I'm like, bro, every night. Every fucking night. Fuck out of here. They watching us. And I'm like, all right, well, just to make sure I'm not doing any incriminating shit, I'm gonna still do what I do, but I ain't doing what y'all doing. But when y'all niggas get bamped, hey, don't be acting surprised, my guy.
I'm gonna tell you, it's one thing. Listen, I grew out of any of that criminal bullshit behavior. It's bullshit. But my thing is, the philosophy we had is make them motherfuckers earn their check.
Yeah.
You gonna have to catch me.
Yeah.
Make them motherfuckers earn their check. Don't you making it easy on them.
Yeah, because you ever seen the first 48? And like a lot of times they be having them boys in the investigation room and shit, interrogation room, right? And I'll be like, yo, so first off, if you in the interrogation room, that means they don't know something.
Yeah.
They're trying to make you admit to some shit.
Yeah, that's facts.
Nigga,
I've been in that room once. That's all. They don't know what they know very little.
They make it seem like it's little. Bigger and shit. Oh, this nigga said this is that. They just lying. You know what I'm saying? They're just speculating, like, oh, what it could have been, and it might be true what they're saying, but they don't know that because if they knew that, they wouldn't be asking you, fam.
Fifth Amendment.
Yeah. Yo, it's never. Listen, far be it for me to give motherfuckers criminal advice, right?
Oh no, and that's never what I'm doing.
It's never advantageous for you to say
to talk.
Anything. Yes, I don't give a fuck what they say to you.
Get a lawyer, my guy.
Nothing.
Yo, I saw this video. I think it was from a lawyer. It was either a lawyer or police officer. I can't remember. And they were like, so if you're, no matter what the situation is, if you're in a situation where the police have you and they're asking you questions, shut the fuck up.
That's just fact. Because if they're asking, like, yo, you ain't even booked yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no matter what you say, it can and will be used again. It's part of the Miranda rights. They specifically say that to you.
You have the right to remain silent.
And yo, trust and believe. For those that have never been in this situation, the motherfuckers will lie. They will say anything. They will threaten you. They will say anything to try. If you go in there without the right mentality and you sit down, they're gonna get in front. They're gonna bluster. And yes, there are cases where they break the law to get you to say something.
Oh, yeah.
Put hands on you, all that other shit.
Not only that, there's been mad cases where they made people admit to shit that they know that.
Oh, that's part of it. That's part of it. That's why they putting their hands on you. That's part of it. Yeah. Like they'll do that, but it's never. Then they'll have the one come in and act like, "Listen, man, we can make you a deal. You don't got to be the one." Blah 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 blah. It's all cap. It's all cap. It's all cap. The most they can do for you is put a word in. At the end of the day, it's what that prosecution office wants to do. It's what that judge want to do. Not them. So whatever they telling you in there is horse shit.
If you don't play golf with that judge and they don't know you, fam, you gonna
they can come with all kinds of shit, whatever, until they've actually secured certain things with the prosecution office or whatever, certain deals with that. It's all cap. Shut your mouth and wait till you get an attorney up there.
Know your role and shut
your role.
All right.
Shut your mouth.
But on a brighter note, I'm happy I'm a civilian.
We've done enough criminal consultation for the day. Let's start the show.
Yeah, that's fine. My bad.
Shit.
Just get into it. Stop.
No, listen. I'm doing some coughing and
no, because you got your heater on now. You good? Like,
yeah, but sometimes it's dry heat and it really does things to you.
Turn it off.
It is off now, shit, but it was on all night, so I'm still working through.
Wake up and turn it off.
Don't gas this nigga, man.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to get my shit right so I can do.
I was talking to James, not you. Shut up.
You almost made him do a spit take,
right? That would have been awesome. That would have been great.
All right, me. Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SPJ, and my guy Adequate.
Yeah.
And I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and we are just a few geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective. Facts indeed. Let me say something real quick. Some of y'all get on my goddamn nerves.
Well, sure.
I mean, I know I don't.
What else is new? Oh shit.
So we
just out here capping today.
Out here capping again. Okay, cool. Listen. I happen to be reading something in this comic book group this week.
Oh, we going there now? We're doing that now?
Oh, yes, we just diving in?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck that. Nigga.
I thought we was gonna start on the good.
No, we're gonna do that, but this is part of my week. This is part of the week, right?
Rock, my guy.
So it just so happened I share it in the chat. This is some of the stupidest shit I have seen. Come to find out, James was already reading. He was literally reading.
Of course, James is already reading. Of course.
And not only that, he was already collecting.
Of course.
The screenshot.
Of course.
We kept the file.
Yes. See, the thing about James is, if anybody wants to attempt to be cool with him, friends or whatever, cordial or whatever, hey, that ain't keep files. The receipts are going to be on deck and take. If you slip up and fuck up, fam, he gonna be like,
Here's the thing. I already have a bad memory.
Same.
We're not gonna complicate that any further. Niggas be wrong.
And that's the thing.
You have people misconstruing things, misunderstanding things, communication miscues, and all that other good shit.
But that's
cool. This is what you said though.
But this is why I understand why you don't like to be on the phone. Because now I know what you wrote.
Particularly when people are being disagreeable. It's a give and take because if people are being disagreeable, you want the extra context that comes with hearing the person.
Absolutely.
But if they're being disingenuous, you want that proof that they said what they said.
Yeah, and you actually said that.
Right.
Because if it was just conversation, there's no way that we could go back in the past.
Unless I was recording you and I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
That's a step too far. I'm not I'm not going that far. But here he goes.
Yes, thank you.
Afternoon, everyone. With exclamation point. Just wanted to give everyone an update on the Brown Skin Girl project. It has turned into a limited 7 to 8 part series. I don't know how many issues that is, but I have found my writers and editors. Point number 1, point of order, sir. I have found my writers and editors. All right, so at this point, we know.
Is that the same dude?
No, it's a different dude. It's a different dude.
I was hoping.
So at this point,
I got something for him too. That guy.
That's facts. Mm-hmm. So at this point, all we know is that he's in the comic book group. Yes. So that implies that he has some type of project or something,
Yeah.
He mentions that he has a project.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned that he's done some changes, made some changes to it. And he mentions that he found writers and editors. So that likely means you're not a writer or editor. Okay, so let's keep going. Please don't take this the wrong way, my artists / illustrators. All right, so let's stop again. So now we know he's not an artist or an illustrator either.
Oof.
Right. Right.
Okay. I need an artist / illustrator that is willing to work with me on the foundation. I want to make this clear. I cannot pay you right now.
Oh.
I would like to find someone that is enthralled by the story and just loves to create.
Oh, you'll get free promotion.
I mean, if chosen, the artist / illustrator will be the sole credit with anyone the artist illustrator chooses to work with.
If you are, because credits pay bills. So
if you are interested and have the time, please contact me at his email address for more details on the brown skinned girl story. I'm looking for passion, not skills.
My stomach hurts
because I am passionate about the stories I create. This is a perfect opportunity to add a project to your portfolio. I guarantee the story I have created will be one for the ages.
Yo,
I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Okay. Listen.
No. First.
Hold on, man. The amount of hyperbole.
Oh, trust me.
I mean, as far as the comments, like, but it was like, oh yeah, I'm checking that shit. You
doing the robot?
Oh, we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Well, yeah. Listen, the amount of hyperbole.
Yeah, that's just wild, man. Like,
this will be one for the ages.
Okay,
nobody knows you, my guy.
Yo, I looked at his profile. Mm-hmm. At the time that I looked at his profile, he had like 80 friends.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, I haven't gone back since, but at that point in time, he had like 80 friends.
Wow.
So
how many he got now?
I don't know. I'm not about to search for him because fuck him.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yo, he's horrible.
Nigga.
Hey, yo, that nigga.
You guys haven't seen anything yet.
Oh no, it gets worse.
He did the dick flute solo on his own post.
Facts. So someone comments and says, "Y'all Negroes kill me with these less build posts.
No Bowflex.
Nothing. None to speak of.
Nothing.
You Negroes kill me with these less build posts. You know, I swear to God, I wish some of you were actually born with legitimate talent. That way you would have an idea of how aggravating and infuriating it is to consistently deal with people that approach us with the very same stories and the very same lack of organization and pie in the sky dreams, which ends up inevitably stressing out illustrators to the point of deciding to quit or severe deep depressions.
Those are the definition of dream killers. Them niggas that's like that. Like
you all really need to stop doing this. Either raise the money beforehand or quit bothering artists. It's really sickening. Comic books are not paths towards great wealth like 90s Jim Lee. So the whole building together thing is bullshit. Y'all simply want free work because you can't afford to understand the value of serious investment. And this ends up being why most don't take a lot of what we do seriously. It's from cutting corners bullshit just like this. For everyone else, please pardon the rant. I'm just really sick of seeing this from our Black people. It is an ugly trait that we have here.
It is. I don't know if that is like something that just Black people do. I'm pretty sure.
What's up, Jonathan?
But it's a Black group.
No, but I'm saying is like I know like we do that, and that should be mad disappointing.
Well,
right.
Listen, niggas always want free shit.
It's not just niggas to do that.
No, it's not just Black people to do it, but he's the context is he's in a Black group.
No, I get that. But it's just annoying because niggas do shit like they always.
But see.
So OP responds.
Hold
on. Whoa! If you could call this a response,
well, I mean, he says, "Bruh, I already said not to take it the wrong way. What kills me is Black people shit on each other instead of checking out the material and seeing if it's worth something before opening their mouths."
You got me.
You don't have any material.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question, James. So I'm not in that group. So did he like post a picture or anything? Like
no, there was no picture. There was just that wall of text.
He just said shit.
It was that wall of text.
Walls of text.
Oh, okay.
So the dude responds to him and says, telling artists that you want them to work for free on the potential promise of success from an individual that clearly does not have any proven success is an insult. Flat out. You're screaming that artists shouldn't take it the wrong way is a sign of extreme immaturity. People shit on what we're doing because we cut corners and don't complete anything with serious presentation or value. You're just improving. That's not the word he meant to use, but I don't know what he meant. That more by behaving in the way that you are. I guess he means exacerbating, basically. So can you all please stop doing this? Pay people. Actual artists with talent need to eat, you know? Yeah. P.S. No comic book is worth working for free on. Not even anything from Marvel. Zero, none, zilch. It is not a freebie industry where you can just pick money off of trees. It takes massive amounts of work and time.
You know, that reply right there, it's something. This is how you know that the original poster has done no work. Because if he had, he would value that and say, yo, I know what this takes to get this little bit done. I have to give people something. Even if it's not the industry standard, be it indie or pro, I have to offer them something because I know it's a lot of work. Coming from somebody that's worked.
Hold on. Let's be clear. Truman is explaining this, and he's not speaking from a place of bias.
No, I'm speaking from a place.
You are though, because
no, I'm not.
No,
I'm speaking from a place of experience.
Exactly. Right. You do this.
Experience. This shit is not easy. Yeah. And I've sitting there and looked at the production process and gone through the production process. This shit is not easy. This is work. The fact that he is basically a nobody getting on these posts suggesting to artists that they should bring passion to what he hasn't presented really any fucking thing is goddamn insulting. It's goddamn insulting.
So let me get you right, because when I said like you're being biased, I'm not saying it in like it's a slant. I'm saying like, yo, you put in the work. I don't know if anybody knows, but the comic book is out for the Patreons. Shouts out all that shit, but just
it is
entropy. So you put in the work, so you know a lot more than he does.
And hold on. I want to respond to Bowflex for a second. He said it took 8 years to get out in issue 0. Most of that 8 years was conceptualizing story, characters, and all of that. This is before we got to the part, okay, production. So I don't want to hear from some guy who did Bop Kiss.
Yeah,
he did nothing but get on here and make this wall of text, like a call for action.
Artists. But to Addie's point about him not knowing anything, here's another response that he got. All right, I'll draw it for you for free if I like it, but I'll own the IP. Deal?
Deal? Let's do that.
He says. His response.
What was his response?
What is IP? Because I'm willing to listen.
Yo, I don't know what the initialism is for IP, but I know that IP means like, yo, you own the shit that you create. You know
Intellectual property.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I know, I know that. But it's like, yo, like you don't even know that, so why would I even?
What's the IP? Because I'm willing to listen. Come back to.
Hey, listen. Hey, yo, Tom, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Does Google exist?
It does.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
My guy. You sitting there talking about guaranteeing success for a project, and you don't even know what IP is.
That's kind of important because now we have shit that's coming on like NFTs and shit. People's property getting taken and getting sold. Like, it's important to know what IP is. Like,
bro, just going through the process of making sure your shit, if your shit gets stolen, you have recourse.
Right.
You have legal recourse.
Facts.
That takes money.
Yeah.
Money. Like you've done again.
Not a damn thing.
You've done nothing
at all.
You want all these? Didn't he say previously in that initial post, he got his writers and his editors together? So you've written nothing. Yo, special space. Internal pressure. So just Yo, listen.
What up, Vermin?
What's up, Vermin? This guy has allow me to repeat. He's done nothing.
Nothing.
He's done nothing. Continue.
I'm here. What do you mean, Mike? I'm here. Stop listening to Eddie.
I came on. Hold on. Well, don't worry about it. Like,
no, he's listening to you ass.
Oh, I mean that's good.
No, never listen to Eddie. Eddie doesn't listen.
Exactly, Bowflex.
No, but that's nice.
Bowflex says just read the fine print of any creative software. They should explain IP in depth, all of their rights and such about them. Yeah, like that's what it is, B.
Yeah, Vermin. I was just fucking up today.
Yo, stop this. Okay, whatever. So his next post he makes. Please tell me it's normal for artists to get royalties and a portion of the intellectual property of the comics they create. If not, then I am sorry you guys have been getting screwed over.
He still misses the point.
I have dozens of great stories that I will give illustrators for free. And
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Show your fucking work.
And if they like it, they can have 90% of the intellectual property and a portion of royalties. Then illustrates that he does not know what IP is.
No, how many days later was this post?
It was the same day.
So it was between. Hold up, Addy. So it was between hours, right?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
So in the space of that time, you didn't go and find out
nothing. That made it
nothing.
Nothing. And not only that, like these groups, like we've been in groups before. Isn't there a way where you could like, well, I guess it depends on if the admin allows everybody to do it. But there is ways that you could like put shit in like certain files and shit for the group to see or whatever. Or you could just share your work.
No, and listen. This group, the wall for this group is full of people showing their work.
Oh, so he's the only one not understanding the fucking.
Not the only one, but the only one on this shit that I've seen so far.
Okay.
He says, "I am not here to beat my artists down. I'm here to lift
you don't have any up."
We don't believe you.
If you have the time and want a premium story that will get the eye of Hollywood and streaming platforms, then contact me.
Wait, yo, fam. This nigga say get the eye of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Then
contact me at his email address. My name is his name, and I just want to create.
No, what's his email?
Oh, hold on. Special space. No, we're not doing that. Special space asks, was this guy an adult? Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, he was an adult.
That's a grown ass man.
Grown ass man.
That's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that he deserves hands from the group?
Oh, he got him.
Oh,
I mean, like in person, like say they had a conversation in person, and there was all those people there hearing what he said.
Put it like this. It's definitely an insult.
Yeah,
it is.
It's definitely
because I feel like the artist that would hear him in person definitely deserves to fucking.
You can't say this to me.
Yeah,
you who doesn't even know what IP is can't say this to me.
Yo, and
I'll guarantee to give you 90% of the IP and royalties. Do you understand what royalties are?
Yeah.
Because you clearly don't know what IP is, and the fact that you just said that statement like that makes me believe you don't know what royalties are either.
I think said 90%.
That's another thing. Because how do you plan on? You understand money? Whatever. All right.
He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Listen, I have been on the internet for quite a while, and I have seen some really stupid, unaware posts. People who lack any kind of self-awareness. This guy has to be their king right now. He is, and the thing is, the bad thing is
this your king?
Oh, it's definitely their king. In this group, no else is in this group. The owner of Black Sands Entertainment, who just is in the process of making the deal with Kevin Hart and making a deal with Mark Cuban. And guess what? Manuel posts a lot in this group. A lot of things he posts are helpful. If you're going a certain lane in this shit can be helpful for you. He's not the only one. Advent Comics is in, the guy that owns Advent is in this group. They're pretty successful. Unique Comics. Unique just got hooked up with Dark Horse Comics. That's an indie comic with a big comic book company, right? There's people in this group who have been what we would consider to be successful in this lane with what they're doing. You sound like a fucking idiot posting shit like this in groups of people with experience doing and then so there's a scale of experience in this group, right? So even within that scale of experience, you'll find people of various different forms of success in what they did, right? Either way, these people have worked, have made mistakes, have learned things through those mistakes, and they're in this group now, and you're posting horse shit like this.
Because
like this. It's embarrassing.
Isn't it like to a point to where it's like, yo, even though people that have been successful with this shit, you know, getting like bigger comic book deals or whatever from their own shit, but it's just like to see a person coming off like that strong with it. Like
because he hasn't done shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, would they be wrong? Like, would they be wrong for not trying to guide him in the right way because he's coming off hot? You know what I'm saying? He's coming off.
Well, now here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I don't want you guys to think that there wasn't people that got under the post and attempted to school him on shit.
Right.
Okay. He's so self-absorbed.
To be clear, though, I'm not one of those types.
No, I'm not one of those either.
Because you came in hot, my guy.
Came in super hot.
So he was just doubling down even after people were talking to him.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
To quote
everybody
Mighty,
can't go.
To quote Mighty Mike Gleason, he's a superhero, self-unaware man. Like this guy is ridiculous,
bro.
And people did try to set him on the path. Some people were polite. He just kept doubling down on his ignorance.
Oh, Dunning-Kruger effect.
I mean, to the extreme.
To the extreme. Yeah. To the extreme. The fact that, listen, all of us come up with ideas in this creative space.
Yeah.
We think this is dope. This is
sure.
I think
because otherwise we wouldn't continue them.
We wouldn't continue to do it if you didn't.
You know how many times I've had dreams? I was like, yo, this dream could be a dope ass movie. And then I wake up, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna tuck that because that shit gonna sound dumb as fuck. It don't make no fucking sense.
My thing is, even if you was to have taken inspiration from a dream to create anything, there's still a process you have to go. And the first thing is to be aware of what you don't know. Meaning, I don't know how to do this particular part of the process. I don't know how to do it. So I know I need to either learn how to do that or find people that already do it. And those people are going to expect to get some sort of recompense, compensation for what the fuck I'm asking them to do because this is work.
But also, though, my point was like with the dream shit, like also you got to know when shit is a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of
probably
it. Fucking do. You know what I mean? Like that's
my thing
dumb.
with him. He's all over. He's all.
But here's the thing: he never revealed his idea.
He never revealed the idea. He claimed he claimed he had ideas. He also claimed he had writers.
That's
and
what bothers me too.
What are you talking about?
So what are you doing? Like what? Like so then what do you need artists for? What do you need?
But wait a minute. I figured it out though. Because simultaneously him saying that he had writers already and editors, he still said he was looking for writers and all that shit too. But I figured he has cats. Those are his writers and editors.
Wow. No, I hate it.
They have to be.
Right now.
Listen.
I hate
and the bad thing is too, he didn't realize how absurd he sound. No matter, and everybody used different approaches.
Right.
The people that tried to be cordial and get him straight, and then the people was like, man, fuck this. Asshole.
Even the one dude, he was being sarcastic. Hey, all right, if I like it, I'll draw it and I get to keep it.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker was like, I'm willing to listen. What's IP? What? What are you?
It's like this motherfucker woke
up. What are you saying?
It's like he woke up one morning after binging the MCU phases 1, 2, and 3 and said to himself, I can do that. And instead of actually putting in the work to try to start some shit himself, but I need people to do this.
I need people to write it.
Yes. I need somebody to write it and to draw it.
Edit it. And then I need people to draw it.
Why you ain't writing it, homie? Why didn't you get up and go, I'm gonna start my own type of MCU type thing and jump on Google Docs and start, and it was a cold and rainy night. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing.
Shout out to the cold and rainy.
You did nothing. And it's an embarrassment. And I gotta say, maybe I get triggered with the whole do it for exposure shit, because as an artist that has had that shit thrown in my face for a long time, I've seen motherfuckers actually have budgets.
Right.
Have budgets. They got budgets for everything else. When it comes to the people that's going to be there to entertain the people, you should really, a lot of people are going to show up here. They're going to get to know who you are. You might be famous after this. You should really do it for the exposure. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You're asking these people to bust their ass.
Talk about getting exposed.
Yeah. That's that pay to play shit.
It is, man.
With hip hop, like niggas promoters be like, if you pay this certain, like my thing is like, yo, I gotta pay to be at the venue to perform at your venue,
right?
But I'm not getting paid,
right?
Like dick, I'm not doing that. I've done it before, but I'm not doing that no more.
But see, I stopped doing that a while ago because of that. Because the fact is, you still are incurring expenses, the travel to get to where this place is at. If you need to have a hotel room, you have to eat.
Yeah.
Like all of that shit costs money. So for somebody to try to book you to do any sort of thing that requires you to spend money to go and do this and not get any money in return for your services, you out of pocket. Now, I'm sure there are some artists
I mean, like, even
that take advantage of that, but I ain't doing it.
Even on a local level, like niggas would be like, oh, if you show up and you want to perform, you got to pay $10. But I'm like, yo, but you guys booked the venue, right? Why do I have to pay? Like, y'all should have all that shit covered. And matter of fact, you should know what artists are going to perform before they get there.
Always hated that business model, yo. I've always hated that business model where they get the artists to come through to pick up the slack that they not doing.
And that's exactly what they're doing. That's why I stopped doing that shit. That's why I fought with my nigga Snow, because Snow was like, yo, I fought with you. You perform whenever you want. Right. Like I already got the venue booked. Come through, pull up, help the show be doper. Because he's like, he just spending the 1 and 2. He says like, it is a live performance. You can have that. And if I have other people doing it too, same shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know if he made them pay, but I know he ain't made me pay. But I'm like, yo, yeah, you booked the venue. You're the one that's supposed to have this shit popping. Why the fuck am I paying your back end that you ain't got settled yet? Like, you should already had that done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's horse shit. And in my younger days as a younger artist, I did engage in a lot of that. The older I got, the smarter I got. It was like, no, bitch, that's not happening.
Yeah, because you learn from this shit. Because once you start learning, like, oh, the whole dynamics of the shit, you like I first you like because you just want to perform. You know what I'm saying? So you'll pay a little $10 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then you're like, oh, but y'all be promoting this shit. It's everywhere. Like people know what's going on. Why am I paying anything if you already booked the shit? Like, y'all should be paying me.
A lot of those local shows, to be honest, in my experience, and it may have changed now, but I doubt it because I see certain things that look the same with that shit. Yo, this is a ticket money grab. That's all it is for the promoters. Money grab, yo. That's all it is.
My homie, he did some shit like we performed, and he was like, "Oh, he had to sell this amount of tickets, it's for us to perform." Well, matter of fact, he had to buy the tickets. He was like, "Well, I bought the tickets, and we're gonna perform, but I gotta sell them too to make sure people come and shit." I'm like, "So you're doing the work for them?"
Right. Right.
I'm like, well, do I have to pay anything? He's like, no. I was like, well, I'll perform with you, but
hold on.
I'm just like, I'm not doing what you're doing. Like, nah, I'm not buying $100 worth of tickets to sell them later just so I could perform on stage. Like,
no, that's too much.
That doesn't sound. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't make any sense.
Not doing your work for you.
You know. And then
maybe if you was paying me.
Yeah, that would be different. Like
if you was paying me, then I'll go ahead and do that.
If I gotta distribute these tickets, but I already got paid. Like, cool, you know what I'm saying? But nah, fam, I'm not getting paid. I paid you first, and then I gotta sell the tickets to book to get the venue filled. Like, nah, B. Not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm not paying to play.
Ain't no way in the world.
Nah. And Buddy was like, "Oh, you're tripping. Like, this is how it is." I'm like, but that's not how it should be. Like, we're the one performing.
Right.
They should already have that shit down pat. Like, it should already be like, yo, there's gonna be people in the building.
Right.
Why are we selling tickets to get people in the building? Like, what the fuck? Because I understand it's just like MLM shit, multi-level marketing shit, pyramid shit. Like, oh, they figure like people, so sell it to the people that you know and show up for you to see you rock. But my whole thing is like, yo, I don't want to perform in front of people that already know that I rap.
Right.
I want to perform in front of new people.
Yeah.
But that's just how yeah, you feel me? But that's just how my brain works, and maybe I got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm off.
No, you're right about it. You're absolutely right about it. While we waiting for him, how was your week, my guy?
My week's been shit. It hasn't been trash. It's been
that's good.
Yeah, I know that's some new shit. Like, it hasn't been trash. It's just I'm not used to it being less frictional as it has been in the past.
That's how it's supposed to be. You're not
yeah, I know, but I'm just not used to it. I'm side-eyeing my life right now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? So yeah, so remember when I was telling y'all about the whole shit with Travis going to the DC and all that shit last week?
Yeah.
And remember what I told you? I was like, I'm pretty sure that nigga put into to go there.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, little old Jamie Davis cracked the code, and I was fucking right.
Well, sure. It only makes sense.
It just like literally only makes sense.
Yeah.
Because what I didn't say last week, like there was other people coming in, and he was like, "Oh, these people were just coming in for a few weeks just to learn some shit, to go to another place." I was like, "That's bullshit." Like, there's no reason they got to be here for 3 weeks to do that shit. But whatever. Like, I ain't gonna hold you because it might be true. But then what happened. I'm like, yeah, this nigga like Travis was like, yo, he don't want to be in the warehouse no more because the warehouse is shit. You know what I mean? Like the DC is way better. Like we all would rather work at the DC because they get free lunch and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to like pay for lunch or none of that shit. And I think they get paid a little bit more too. But it's sweet over there.
Right.
So I was surprised when somebody told me, "Oh, Travis, he did that on purpose." I was like, "No shit, nigga. Like, why y'all acting like that's news?" As soon as we was in that meeting and when y'all was like egging him on, "Oh, we want you to be the site manager, do that," he was like, "No, I don't think I have the experience." I'm like, "Yo, this nigga's literally just telling us he's moving on. He doesn't want to do this shit."
Right.
So yeah,
I don't blame him. Move on up.
No, I don't blame him either. I just feel like, he could have been real about it, but I just, when it comes to being real, I just don't feel like you have to be real about everything. Like you don't have to give people information that you don't want to give them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not. I can't get with that one.
What you mean?
You don't have to tell everybody your business, but that doesn't mean lie.
No, but he
find a way. You can find a way to not. What I think without being deceitful.
That's what I'm saying. What I think he did it the right way. I think he did it the right way.
Yeah,
because he didn't say like, "Oh, well, I'm not trying to be the site manager." He's just like, "I don't feel like I have the experience," but he didn't tell us the other part. Like he's going to DC, which was none of our business anyway. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
So I'm not mad at him at that. So I don't think he lied. I think what I'm saying, like, I think people have a different perspective of what being real is. Like, you don't have to divulge everything about your shit.
That's transparency.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't owe everybody transparency.
I don't feel like he owed us that either. You know what I mean? But it would have been cool if he would have told us like a week, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be leaving.
Yeah.
Instead of him just different, because then they would be like, oh, then we know that was going to happen. Like, there's gonna be new people coming in and all that shit. But I already peeped the game because I saw new people coming in even before he left. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you get replaced, and you might be going someplace else that's better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already peeped that, but other people just like they sleep with this shit. I'm just like, all right, well, I understand. It'll be what it is. And
no, you're likely going somewhere better if you're getting replaced, and like it's a thing that's happening over time. Of course, you're going somewhere better, because that means either you're about to get a promotion or whatever, or you put in your 2 weeks notice.
Facts, because my thing was, somebody's taking your spot, so that means you put in the 2 weeks notice, or you get a better position.
Right,
you got to be one of those two things, or the third thing.
Or you crazy, and you just decided to put your 2 weeks notice in for no reason,
or you just quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, false dichotomy is just like, yo, like, fam, like, I just peeped what it was, the way that he put it so smooth. But as far as work, like, it's been cool, and I have like certain contention about other shit too, but I ain't gonna get into that. I'll talk to you about that off stream.
Right.
Other than that, I'm dealing with this shit. Like, not my mother, but my sister's still in my mother's crib, and that's a whole thing.
Of course.
Yeah, because I don't really.
There's a lot behind that.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit. But my whole thing is, I don't like when people don't like that I do my due diligence with shit. Like, if I'm asking questions because I'm trying to make sure that I don't get fucked over. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
that's the goal.
Yeah, and the fact that people don't like that I do that, it's annoying.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit. I mean, it is like that with her, but you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that. But it is
right.
I still have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Of course, absolutely.
I have nobody out here. Like, I have y'all, of course, but y'all ain't here. You know what I mean? So
that's why you need to move up here.
That's the goal. Straight up, that's the goal.
Word.
So you don't know that.
What? Shut up.
He just
you fucking shut up.
Not too. I was just telling my sister about to sell a crib and the whole stipulation with the shit. Well, not all the stipulations. Just like, I don't like when people get upset when I'm asking questions about, what is it going to be? And
well, let me ask you this: is the type of questions you're asking like, what is IP? Is that was
similar?
Okay. Right. That could be a little annoying. I mean,
I hate guts.
No, but it's mass similar. It's just like, and the other thing, I don't like when people expect me just to do things because they want me to do it. But I'm like, so nothing is like, how do we even get here?
I expect you to do things because I want you to do it.
But it's different.
No, it's absolutely different. Yes,
it's music.
It's a different context. Yeah, it's a different context.
Like, I could dub you on some music shit. You could dub me on some music shit.
Thanks.
When it comes to personal shit, like family shit, like, how did you make a decision without talking to me?
Right.
And you already, like, when I talk to you, you already done what you're talking to me about. Like, it's already moving.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I had no heads up.
That's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
It's not. I don't like that.
That's not cool at all.
Because the thing was like, she was like, oh, what do you feel about me doing this and selling the house? I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, do that. But I just hope I get my shit, whatever. You know what I
No.
mean?
Yeah,
let's take you said that wrong.
Right. Yeah, I hope I'm going to get my shit.
Oh no. I'm on that time. Like I've been talking to sis about that shit too. You know what I mean? Like
fuck that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my shit.
See,
but my whole thing is
the
just
thing is one of the reasons why
why do you have the glove on? What is
not?
Yeah, what you put a body away?
This is a bag of a certain type of material that's great
certain type of material,
wiping
your bodies,
your glasses. It's great.
Okay.
So yeah.
But that's not the bag he was talking about.
You just had to clean something.
Yeah, I just did it in front of the camera.
I'm talking about before you.
James, why you getting finagled by this nigga?
I'm talking about before you came back.
No, this nigga say he had a bag.
I had a phone call.
You think that was the bag?
A wild phone call. This is the bag right here.
No, that's not the bag.
Made of a material that this, that, and the third. Just great to just do this without getting any type of your own fingerprints on the guy. It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
But that wasn't the bag he was talking about.
I have these for that actually.
Nah, that's not gonna work for me.
Anyway,
these are amazing. The worst part about it is I get them from work and I have no idea where we bought them from. So once they're gone, they are gone.
They're gone. You will no longer. But this will always be here. This will always be here. But
so a pickpocket run up on you.
Shut up. But look, what I was saying was like. One of the cornerstones of generational wealth in this country is home ownership. Your moms looked out.
Thanks.
Your moms looked. She did what a lot of people's parents weren't able to do. So ain't no way in the world that house should be sold and you shouldn't be getting no damn.
Mind you, she's been an owner of a house before now. You know what I'm saying? So she's been doing what she has to do. And my whole thing is like when people think just because I wasn't around, like like let's
not have nothing to do with you not being around. You are
because I was
an inheritor of that. Yeah. You are the heir. It don't have nothing to do with you living something. It don't have nothing to do with none of that.
Like,
nothing.
Like, is it going to be 50-50? She's like
she sucked the teeth.
You know what I mean? Like
she so
I don't know if it could be. I'm like, yo, fam, like listen, like what makes you feel that you're more entitled than I am?
Yo, one thing you could have said to her, she's my mom too, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's 50-50. You know, I don't care that you live there and I live someplace else. That had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing. And not only that, like now I'm gonna get into it. Like, yo, both times I was there. Both times I got kicked out. I paid my fair share. I said, yo, what do I need to pay to live here? Gave her that. Worked all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't enough. So now she just feel like what she feel, and it's just like, hey, yo, B, like you can't do that with me. Like
she can feel how she want to feel.
Yeah, people feel what they want to feel all the fucking time. But the reality is that's my mother too.
And ain't no way, shape, or form she gonna be able to convince anybody that your mom didn't intend for you to have equal standing as something she left this earth with. So we not doing that. That's crazy talk, and that's part of the issues you've had previously.
Yeah,
with the way she's been carrying that relationship between y'all two. That's that whole thing. Like she feels entitled to more.
Yeah, than me because my whole thing is like, yo, when my mother was sick and shit, she was living in Miami most of the time when she was sick, right?
Right.
Shorty, you was living in South Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like you just flew your kids down to Miami, and I was helping her take care of them. Like I've been around my mother when she was sick.
Right.
You just got the hard blow of that shit when she was losing hair and had to do the dialysis and all that shit. Like you got the harder shit of it. But I was there though, fam. Like I seen her be sick. I seen her all that. You know what I mean? Like all my life. You went
even if you didn't, that's not what your mom intended. Yeah. If your mom intended for that, that would have been written down some damn way.
Because it's not like my mom, like, because I'm a mama's boy, straight up. But I'm not the type of mama's boy where it's like, oh, she dictates what I do. You know what I'm saying? She lets me rock. You know what I'm saying? She always let me rock. But I'm a mom boy where like, yo, my mother loves her son. And that's what it is. Like, you say some shit about me, she be like, yo, I might not agree with what he's doing, but I get why he did it. I understand.
Right.
The reality situation is your mom loved you both.
Yeah.
And one thing
and that's what I need to get her to understand. Like, she loved us both, though. Like,
I find it distasteful because I recently have gone through some shit like that with my dad and that side of the family and all that bullshit. It's distasteful. That person, the whole time that person was alive, taking care of things and being around y'all and all of this, y'all know what that person's intentions were. Y'all know what it was. And then only for them to pass, and now everybody wants some new shit, some brand new shit.
Like, yo, they literally told me, like, oh, grandma would have wanted you to be here. Mom would have wanted you to be here. This and this. I'm like, that ain't true.
That's you saying that.
Yeah, that's
like, fuck out of here. Like out of here. I'm not.
No way that anybody in the world could tell me that my mother ain't love me.
Yeah, your mother loved you, man. Like, listen, look. All of that to me is a red herring and a distraction. They trying to do the flim flam to get what they want and convince you and weaponize a narrative or whatever against you so they get what they want. If your mom had meant it to be a certain type of way, it'd have been
write that down in
just knowing the stuff that you told me about your mom and the thing she was a very responsible person. She would have had these things already down there like that. Like, Addie only get 30%, you get 70%. None of that is a thing. So this is your peeps trying to weaponize a narrative against you for her benefit.
Right.
Nah.
Which is cool, but they ain't gonna get that over on me. But that was a part of my week too. And another thing, my week, but like I said, my week's been cool. And there's just this one thing I don't like, that if you're not in the situation that I'm in, you trip. Like, yo, I didn't get paid yesterday. I got paid today though.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I ain't get paid yesterday. I'm used to getting paid.
What was the reason?
Well, I called the HR people, right? Mm-hmm. And they was like, "Oh, because how your bank rose or whatever, I get paid 2 days before other people, so that's like Friday and Monday. They get paid on Tuesday.
All right, I'll get you.
But my whole thing is, like, I normally get paid on Friday. The shit ain't drop on Friday, so I'm stressing because I have plans to, like, put shit away, tuck shit away, to do what I do, because I'm the type of person, like, I don't like not knowing what's going on.
Thanks.
And then when I was trying to explain that shit to somebody, it's like, oh, things might be cool Saturday, but I'm like, yeah, but I don't know that.
Right. Nah,
I don't know that, and I'm not going to pretend like that's what it is. Like, I need my money now because that's what I'm used to. She's
like, oh, my money and I need it now.
Yeah,
I've earned it. You know what I'm saying? I've earned that money, so I expect it.
That's a fact.
At a certain time, you know what I'm saying? Because I got things I got to do. Like, the thing is, people don't understand, like, yo, this not happening yesterday is going to affect today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to affect tomorrow because I have
you live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, nah, it's like that. Nah, that's fact.
So for the fact that, like, they're like, oh, well, you shouldn't really trip about it. I'm like, well, maybe you don't.
Right.
I do.
Said you really shouldn't trip about it. Is that what they?
Oh, because it might drop tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, you say that, but what if it don't?
Hey, yo.
Am I still tripping?
Hey, yo. These motherfuckers told you. These motherfuckers probably making close to six figure a year in HR, close to that. They just told you, yo, you really shouldn't be worried about it. You good.
No. It wasn't like that.
I know you got a nest egg some motherfucking way.
It's like somebody like kind of in the same situation I'm in. So I'm just like, yo, fam, like, if it was you though, I'm like, matter of fact, I asked her, I was like, yo, you got paid this week? Yeah. So you ain't tripping? No. I ain't get paid yet. I'm mad.
Right.
I'm mad. I'm tired. Like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
Whatever.
As you should have been.
Yeah. Just saying, like, respectfully, I should have been upset. Like,
why you tight?
I'm tired. Nigga, I had plans.
No, she asking you, why you tight? What you tight for?
Because I had plans. And that shit in the fall of the day that I made the plans to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I'm tight. So now it's just like, oh, like a day means a lot. 24 hours means a lot.
It does.
Especially when you're not able to do what you're supposed to, what you plan to do. You know what I mean? So when that doesn't happen, it's just like, yo, what if, because I called the people in HR, it was like, oh, you should be getting it by the 15th. But I'm like, shit, that might be too late. I got shit that I'm doing.
No, you should be. You should. I mean, chill. They actually told this man to chill, yo. Like,
relax. Nah,
relax.
Yo, what happened with my money? I ain't get paid today. Oh, don't worry about it.
I work 40 hours, like 4 days straight.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I said, don't worry about it. Chill.
Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. No, like, I don't live my life like that.
Oh, you good?
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Sup. What the fuck are you talking about? No, they're like, no, I need what I need. You know what I'm saying? But
it's my money, and I need it now.
And I want it. I want it now.
The shit Big Mike said. He say, yeah, when things get out of the norm, especially pay, I don't care if I got $1,000 in the bank account. That's my money. And when money isn't there, when it should be, you question if you're getting it at all. That's just the facts.
That's just the facts. Yo, what if they low-key fired me and that's why they're not giving me this? No. I understand what I'm saying.
No, legally, they gotta give you your shit.
But
unless you stole or broke something and they taking that shit out, whatever. They got to give you your shit.
Remember, I dealt with that shit with Walmart. They ain't just deposit my shit into my account.
I remember that.
I had to go up there. You feel me? That. So I'm thinking like it might be the same thing. You know what I mean? Listen, so I'm just thinking a bunch of things. I'm just like, yo, why the fuck am I not getting paid? Like I'm tight.
Like, who asked
me? Let me tell you a story about something similar to that happened years ago. I was working at the gun manufacturer, and I was there with
You probably stopped working at that place.
I did stop working at it like a long time ago. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. My business. My business. Can't see nothing.
Sausage.
What's up, B? But no, shut up. My business.
No, all right.
No, right. So
I gotta do something.
Though.
My producer, shut up. My producer, my former producer, Sean Black, he worked there for like 2 weeks. He was in transition. I got him a gig there. So it was on a Friday, right? And usually on Friday, we gotta load the truck because there's a gun show they go to every freaking weekend. Go to this gun show. Got to load the truck. I wasn't loading the truck because that was Sean. That's what he was doing that day. Me, I had already moved on, was working in the CNC, in the machine shop on the CNC machine, shit like that. So it's around lunchtime. I'm walking around to get Sean and go get some lunch or whatever, and I hear the bullshit. I hear the owner, Jack Freeze, cussing and walking out of the warehouse, the stupid motherfucker, another. And I see Sean Big Tyrannosaurus ass walking behind him, yelling, "You gonna have to load up every gun in this bitch." Right?
Oh, wow,
right?
Wow.
I said, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" He was like, "This bitch think he can talk, he can run his mouth to me because I did something he didn't like." What it was, Sean was out there loading the truck, but Sean didn't know how to load it. And nobody showed him. So he's going off of instinct, right? And if you didn't have nobody out there showing him, fuck is you running your mouth for, Jack? Like you should have been out there showing him or had somebody else out there showing him how to do it. Here's the thing, right? Ammunition is heavy as a bitch, right? So you got to put that on last, right? Like you don't want to put that on. It's certain place you got a placement with the rifles.
That's gonna be it's gonna be heavy on the top of the truck and shit.
You gotta do it a certain type of way, right? So of course he didn't do it that way because he didn't know, and you didn't show him. So one thing led to another. Jackson, you're fired. He said, "Give me my motherfucking check. I'm not giving you shit." So he calls the Silver Spring police. Now picture the scenario. Sean, about 6'1", 6'2", 350-pound dreads. right? Jack, a respected business owner. You know what I'm saying? We in a building full of guns.
Yo, that's
of all types.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In various forms of repair. You know what I'm saying? This could potentially be really bad. And we know who it can be really bad for. You know what I'm saying? You know it could be really bad for. So the Silver Springs police come there. And Jack immediately meets them and tries to spin the narrative. Blah, blah, blah. This son of a bitch. The cop listened to him and said, so is he fired? Yeah, I fired this motherfucker. So give him his money.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I was going to wait. No.
Hey, that man.
Give him, it's his money and he needs it now. Right?
Running him makes fucking coins.
Jack was so flustered that the cop didn't take his side instantly and grabbed this big black bastard up out of here. This obviously violent.
Right.
That's out of there. He was so fucking flustered that he then tried to kiss the cop, saying, "Hey, you guys ever been here? Let me take you around the place so you can see." Whatever, dude. You basically try to weaponize the police.
Yeah.
Against this black man.
Yeah.
Let's not act like it wasn't what it
was. Let's keep it a bean, Jacobians, all that shit. But hey, listen, my whole thing was just like, yo, I understand, like, you got paid this week. I didn't get paid yet. So I'm tight. You're good. You got paid. I'm upset.
Jack was owner. You always have get paid. Jack was the owner.
Yeah, let me get my money. Just let me get my bread. And
but was living in $1 million house. Like, he was already
because I hate that a lot of times, like, I bring up shit like it's mostly stressful. So let me end on a good note. The whole thing with my house, not my house burned down, but like my kitchen on fire and all that shit. Remember I was like stressing about the renters insurance and all that shit. And Shorty I was talking to for the property manager, she was like, "Oh, you might have to go out of pocket." I talked to the people.
To do what? Out of pocket to do what?
This shit, because they ain't get nothing from me, like straight up. I might.
No, wait a minute. Out of pocket to do what though?
To fix like the cabinets and all that shit, because none of my shit was fucked up. You know what I mean? Like none of my personal assets or whatever was fucked up. You know what I mean? But I got a phone call from dude that was like, "Oh, we got you," type shit. Like, "Yo, you're good. You ain't gotta pay nothing." And another thing, I was just like, remember Shorty I dug? I was like, "Yo, like, I don't even want to like bring her into it because I was like, I'm gonna deal with it myself." Because my explanation with that is like that'll just give her a reason to be back here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And access. I don't want her to feel that way. I don't want her to do that. You know what I mean?
We do not need that.
Nah. So I was just like, I'm gonna deal with it myself. And luckily, when Buddy hit me, I was like, "Yo, you ain't gotta pay nothing. You're good."
I am unfamiliar with the regulations in that regard. James has worked in this type of field for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the norm? Where if something in your house burns the fuck down or whatever, that you have to, if you're renting, I ain't talking about if you own shit, if you're renting, that you have to come out of pocket to get that stuff fixed?
I can tell you how my place does it. Mm-hmm. So if the investigation showed that you were at fault, it is possible that we will charge you for it.
Okay.
Right.
Absolutely.
The whole thing was with
hold on, Maddie. I'm trying to
if it shows that you're at fault, then I say possible. It's likely that we're going to charge you for it. It's likely. The most extreme example I've seen was you're being charged and we're canceling your lease.
Wow.
I would have been sick if that happened.
We also do like we'll put you up like in a hotel
until they renovate your shit
or something, or like maybe if we have another unit available that's ready, we might even transfer you to that unit,
right.
Instead of just letting you stay there for a little bit. Like it's a couple things. It depends on the relationship that you have, your tenant file, all that other good stuff, and how at fault you may or may not be.
But my relationship with them is like horrible. Like,
wait a minute, already?
Bam.
They sent him to 7 different apartments.
Yo, James, you remember? Like, yo, fam, like, yo, the day I was supposed to move in, it was like, oh, we ain't ready for you. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you ain't ready for me? Like, I'm here. Y'all could have sent me an email or something, but whatever. But on a good note, I don't gotta pay nothing. Everything's gonna be cool. They're gonna settle it with the insurance people.
Dope.
And so that was like because like I said earlier, like I don't like not knowing things. Like I'm not the type of person that'd be like, oh, I'll just wait until I find out. Like I need to know until I'm okay. Like I don't pretend like I'm okay when I know I'm not okay.
Right. No, I get that.
But knowing that, I was like, oh, that's better because it's like, oh, now there's other shit that I don't have to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that shit worked out, and I'm very elated about that. So yeah, that was my week. My bad. I know it was elongated and all that shit, but
nah, bro, get your shit off.
I had to. Hopefully, I wasn't too spicy, but shit,
nigga, stop it.
Okay,
nigga, stop. So my week basically was, of course, you heard earlier today, seeing that bullshit,
bruh,
from dude in that black culture. Not black culture, the black.
No, whoa.
He could have been.
Don't you ever confuse us?
He could have been.
No, nigga. The vast majority of that group is great, but these little assholes that pop up, nah, B.
Not only that.
If we had 22,000 people, we might have. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But Tom, you forgot that James and I are hyenas.
Yeah, I'm about to say fucking around with us. I don't know.
Yeah.
They might not be there long.
They might not be there long, but they can absolutely get in there. Like they get in. 22,000 people is a lot of people to monitor.
Yeah, like that's fun, but don't fuck around and find out.
Don't stick your head up. Yeah, don't stick your head up.
Right. So the main thing about this week.
Troll in silence, my guy.
Troll in silence, nigga. Like,
what up,
troll to yourself. What's up, Palm?
What up, bro?
Yo, the main thing about this week for me, and this is really the big deal, is that
hold up. Before I forget, Eddie, I forgot last time, and I just don't want to forget again. I gotta give Palm one of your beats, my guy.
Yeah, you had to hit him up. You had to hit him up with that right here.
Because I keep forgetting to say it.
Which one though?
I think the last one I gave you.
Nah, that's out, B. If it's remember that Pepper's Farm? Nah.
No, I don't think it's Pepper's Farm.
Oh, so if it's anything after that, then that's cool. That's cool.
All right, we'll figure that out later.
Yes. This week, a monumental occasion took place. Where we finally released, at least for the patrons.
Yeah.
Issue 0.
Ayo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was smacked all day last night, right? And I made sure
last night.
Well,
all day last night. My God. I love you.
I made sure to read this shit. And I hit Toom up after. Matter of fact, I hit Toom up when I got to the climax. I was like,
phrasing.
Yeah, I did. Both things are true. And then I hit him on Adams. I was like, yo, fam.
Thanks.
7 years in the making. Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful. My God.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. Even the dialogue, that shit was like, that shit just like, I feel like I was watching a sci-fi type shit. Like, yo, it was guts. It was guts.
I feel like even though this is not a full release because it's exclusive to patrons, of course, the majestic ones, of course. I feel like it's such a weight off our shoulders. I was telling Eddie and SPJ, if it does, and I posted about it, it feels good to be able to talk to some other people about this shit.
Yeah.
Because for 7 years, most of the details of it have been kept close to the vest.
Yeah.
So now almost 200 people potentially have had the opportunity to read this before it goes live out there to just the masses or whatever. And it's dope that I've had conversations most of the day yesterday from Addy and other people about details of it, predictions people making. You know, it's only so much I can really say even now, right? But it's just interesting how different people took different things from the story, different expectations or whatever from the story, and I think that's fire. This is a beginning.
Yeah.
And for those of you that have already read issue 0, wait till you read issue 1.
Yo, but
like, wait till you read issue 1.
What I love about issue 0, like there was because I feel like I'm damn, it might be spoilers.
What do you mean?
But there was a little bit of combat in it. You know what I mean?
A little bit of
a combat
in
the beginning. But I love like the dialogue and what was going on and why things like friction happened and all that and what and all that. I was like, yo, I wonder where it's going to. Because I already know y'all gonna fade. Like, my bad. If I'm it's inevitable. It's already to that point. It's just like, yo, fam.
Listen.
That shit is God's dog. Like, because I'm happy, like, because it was like a simulation. Then I was like, yo, it's gonna be for real. And there's like then we'll probably see like what your powers are. Maybe I'm giving shit away. Tell me shut up if I need to, but
you haven't really even seen for real. Like you've seen some of Lord Entropy's James.
Yeah.
You've seen some of his issues.
But that's what I'm saying. Like issues,
even with Gray.
Yeah, I haven't seen
the shit he's capable of.
Yeah,
the contrast.
Because the one
we
thing
gonna show the contrast.
The one thing that you did, and he was like, "Okay, cool, dead it" type shit. I was like, that nigga can't be weak like that. You know what I mean? Like, and then it was like, oh, stop the comms. Not stop the comms. Whatever. But like the simulation. I was like, oh, they just play fine. You know what I mean? I was just like,
they were sparring in the first part of the book, and I will talk about this on the show because more people they're going to listen to the show that haven't read it yet. So I can talk about the sparring part because when I put it on Comixology, the first 3 pages, those are usually the demo pages that they show in there. They were sparring. Most of the thing about the sparring is this: Lord Entropy is trying to get a good workout in, physically. Gray trying to get an intellectual workout in. Right?
Yeah, he's trying to understand how you fight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he's got this whole thing in his head, and what we tried to build is that this has been the nature of their relationship since they became close and friends, is because they're different species, they have different agendas, different motivations, different ideas about what life is about.
Yeah,
Lord Entropy comes from a warrior state, so this whole sparring thing, this is some shit that they into this.
Yeah,
Gray doesn't come from that.
Yeah,
Gray comes from a highly intellectual, advanced scientific.
He's more like as guardians from like SG1 and type shit. Like they gotta be they will protect
that's perfect. They're like the Asgardians on SG1. The Entropics like the Asgardians in Marvel. Like that's
a bar. That's fine, though.
That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
So Gray is working through these ideas and frustrations that he's having with the Abstract Council's decisions and certain forbidden sciences that they tell me not. Lord Entropy don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. He's trying to get his workout in. But what he will do is take a moment to troll.
Yeah.
Which is what
he
like,
when I was telling you the other night, I was like, yo, the way that y'all are talking it sounds like how I've talked to you guys before. Like, that shit is fucking funny as hell. This is literally y'all, like, you know.
And the thing about it was, we tried to make sure that we went full circle, even in that one issue, because it starts off a certain type of way, and then it ends off a certain type of way.
Yeah,
that's kind of connected a bit, you know. So as far as the combat and stuff in the book, like Addie said previously, there is violence in the book, but it's not nowhere extreme. It's what you would expect, conflict between, you know, starships and all that other stuff, but it's not. But it's y'all dope. Gonna see in issue 1.
But it's dope because I read it and I was like, oh, they fading. And then the thing with the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like with this shit, like, oh, okay. So they ain't really like getting it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I hear all the what's going on in between the shit. I'm like, yo, this is a dope fucking story. And then I'm wondering, like, who's ready? And also, the 2 kids that you got, I know that gotta be your daughter and your son.
No.
No,
one's
that gotta be based off them.
No, he says who he is. He literally calls him nephew. Like that's his nephew.
Okay, so that's okay.
And that he is based on a real person.
Yeah,
that's absolutely based on a real person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because that nigga like he like we pushing your hand. I'm like, and you was like, yo, mind your business though. I know what I'm doing. And the thing that I know about you, like you like that in real life too. I'm like, yo, that is a dope way to have that character.
Stay in your lane.
That shit was my bad. I'm trying to give
it up shit.
Probably give it spoilers, but yo, get to the Patreon and you could read the shit for yourself. Like you'll see, like
you can absolutely. If you join Patreon now, it's literally the last post that's up there is the link to the PDF.
Yeah.
Next, that's facts, Bowflex. That's a fact. See, I love how people pick shit up. Bowflex says, I think Lord Entropy's eyes are a key to his mood. Yes.
Facts.
Yes. So even without saying something, right? Even without saying something, you know, oh shit, I didn't.
Like even when you talk to your nephew, you was like, like chill. Like you like you might want to smoke with Gray, but you don't want to smoke with me because I'm telling you to do something.
Bro,
do that.
Because I already put out a video profile of BCGz himself. Most people that went and can watch that now.
Right.
Like his whole mentality is a bit old school. And to give just a little bit more background in him, if you remember in that video, I talked about how the entropics are not native to that universe. I mean, excuse me, to that galaxy. They're not native there. They come from another galaxy, and they had to leave that because their former empire was decimated by the scourge of the Velan swarm. And when y'all see the character design for the Velan, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. But these were the first beings, technically, to give them an L. And what an L it was. It wasn't just like, oh, they lost a battle here. No. They lost their entire empire, got decimated by them.
Jeez.
Right? So when they were in the deep black for all those years, trying to get out the outer rim of that galaxy, a lot of years went by. BCGz was born during that time and raised during that time. So a lot of his mentality about how to deal with other civilizations comes from that old era, the tail end of that old era where the entropics were predatory. They were predatory and they want some shit. And to be clear, there is a lot of contingency of their citizenry that's still on that. The older generation is still on that. They're still on that. So a lot of the stuff that Lord Entropy has done, they're going to follow what he said because this is part of their culture. But a lot of them, like, we extra nice now to these motherfuckers. But they also see the benefits of it. They see, because of this, the trading routes are open. There's technology and stuff that flows from culture to culture. They see the benefits of a standard of living going up by being cooperative. That does not change their instinct, though.
Right.
That fuck these motherfuckers, man. Yeah. That's not. That's what they are.
Y'all gave some shit, but what's the Rocco shit though? Like fuck that.
Right. But that's what they are.
I want to know, because I don't know if it's going to be told in issue 1 or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Who told the chaos though? Like who snitched? Yeah, see, that's what I want to find out. Who fucking told? Because I don't understand. Like, because I figure like he's up in the ranks and shit, where he knows shit about shit.
Nigga, he's supreme commander. The only person higher than him in their military is Lord E.
You.
That's it.
So my thing is, who told him something?
No,
I feel like there might be involved.
He wasn't the one that got told anything. Somebody got told.
He got told something though.
Listen, it's traitors afoot.
That's what I figured. Because I'm like, yo, there's no way that he knows this information.
He didn't know.
Somebody telling something.
Yo, Eddie.
My bad. I'm thinking too deep. My bad. Let me chill. My bad. It's just like, yo, I'm just saying, like, the story is really dope. Like, I was literally sitting here. Like, I played all my music, did what I did. I was like, all right, I'm going to spend these 15 minutes reading this shit. I even, like, scrolled up, like, certain words y'all were using and shit. I looked the words up and all that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, yes. Because I'm like, yo, I want to make sure, like, I'm engulfed in the shit because I never dealt with a comic book at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it first comes out. And this is something that I want to do, be involved in. Well, not as far as, like, being involved in, like, being a part of it, but at least I want to know the story. And the story alone, like, was like, yo. Like, because even the songs that y'all made for the shit, bruh, I'm not holding you, doesn't know justice. Doesn't know justice. Because y'all made the songs before the shit came out anyway. But, yo, that storyline is fucking stupid, bro. Like, yo.
Again, like I said, this is really just the beginning.
Yeah.
Like somebody called it the other day on Discord, like a pilot episode.
Right.
Facts.
But it is. But it's good though.
Facts.
I want more. I want fucking more.
And that's what we was hoping, that people would read it and get kind of invested in the story and in the characters. Like I said, we have a bunch of lore, a bunch of fucking lore, but to go like to accompany the story. But the story itself is detailed, in depth, and it's pretty badass. If I say so myself, it's pretty badass. Now, I won't go so far as to be like my man in the comic book group.
Don't do that.
Like him, I'm telling y'all, like, we are doing our level best to bring y'all a good experience with this, that captures imaginations, that shows a level of badassery and forethought and all of that stuff too. So, like I said, I'm happy the shits, you guys got a chance to read it. The ones of you that have read it so far, I'm glad you got a chance to read it. The feedback we got was pretty dope.
Yeah. And
helpful too. A lot of it was helpful. So it's like a weight. Yeah. At least half of the weight.
Finally.
And lift it out. Right. Finally.
Hey yo, fam, you know how long I've been waiting for y'all to do this shit? Yeah. Every time like I would hit Toom up, like personally be like, so like low key like, oh, so what's up with the comic?
Right. right. And speaking of moving forward with stuff, my man SBJ once again did not do like the guy inside. SBJ found himself an artist to help start designing his characters, and he paid him to do this. And I got a chance to see the prototype of the first character.
Yeah.
And there was some alterations SBJ needed made to it.
Yeah,
but it still looked crazy.
Hey,
it still looked crazy.
That is a situation where you have to pay to play, where it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Why else are you doing this? Why else you don't know me?
Invest in yourself, yo. Like that's the other thing that bothers me with people, because I've seen this with music too. I saw certain artists take pride in the fact. Now, it's one thing to take pride in it, like with me. So for instance, back in the day, my man Sean made beats. We in a group together, so I didn't have to pay for no beats, I ain't to pay for no beats because we in the group together. We put these songs together. So if something blows and we want to make some money off of it, we split it. This is what it is, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. But if you're not in that situation where you don't have crew or clique or group where people are doing different elements to put this shit together, and you have to rely on people outside of your peer group to do this sort of thing. The fact that motherfuckers is taking pride in the fact that they getting over by not paying producers their money, is crazy to me.
Hey, yo, stop talking about that because I'm gonna get in my bag and I'm gonna talk shit. Because I've seen niggas literally do that shit. I'd be like, yo, and then I'd be mad at the producer. I'm like, yo, this nigga tagged you.
No, I'm never mad at the producer. I'm never mad.
No. I'm mad at the producer because I'm like, yo, all right, set me right. It's like, yo, if you're on the block, a nigga do some shit to you, and you don't do nothing back. That means everybody else on the block felt like they could do that to you.
Right. But the reason I think this is different is because it's not like they made an agreement to pay in the first place.
No, not even just that.
That ain't my
it's
point.
complete, but it's completely different because you still have to let them.
You have to let
in
them.
Real life, if you become food, it ain't about what you let happen.
Right.
Yeah. You're still
right.
food.
As the producer, you literally still have to let them do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, it's a little different. It's a little different.
But my thing was just like, yo, niggas. I've literally seen niggas be like, "Oh, show me the beats."
Right.
Like,
no, I know what you're talking about.
Like,
but if the producer lets them do that, that means that there was not an agreement in the beginning to get paid.
Yeah. So,
but I've seen people actually scoff at a producer,
right?
When they say, "Yo, let me slide one of these beats, make this song. We can make $1 million out of the song." Oh, no problem. The beat costs $300.
Right.
Oh no, man, I'm not paying you that for a beat. I thought it was a hot beat. You was gonna make
$1 million. You can't give up for $300 million.
That's why I was upset with Buddy from like a few weeks ago when I was talking about. I was like, yo, there was like, oh, well, you're on your own. I'm like, fam, I've never like used none of your beats on none of my projects. Like,
dude, that shit was
I
crazy.
never put them out there. Like, it's
that
just like, yo,
crazy.
it ain't the same, my guy. And plus, we're not. I know for a fact.
And hold up,
I'm not making $1 million off your beats.
I have to do this every so often because sometimes Addy will even forget this.
What's that?
Fuck you mean telling my man he on his own? You ain't did shit. This nigga done did.
Facts.
No, what?
No.
What?
Let's give it a whole bean. I helped you, my guy.
Yes.
I helped you. You wanted people on
out of here.
Whatever. Like it just. I just don't like when people.
Eddie.
My bad. I'll chill.
Eddie. Eddie.
What's up?
Help me.
No, I got you. You know, my background ain't like yours, but you know what it
is. Yo, listen, I take except when you showed us that exchange,
bro.
I take except you on your own. What? Who do you
on my
think
own? So you don't think I got Tone? You don't think I got SDJ? You don't think I got Rissa? You don't think I got Keith? Even Gray? Even like
who knows you?
Everybody, like yo,
who knows you?
At the end of the day, when I tell people a lot of times, I'm like, yo, I'm low key with shit, but people fuck with me though, fam.
Bro, even with the low keyness that you are, and all of that, you have done things for people across the globe.
That's facts.
Know your name. Nobody knows this kid. And he's telling you you're on your own.
Not only that,
he was throwing you a bone.
He's put out more projects than I have.
Crazy.
Okay. But it's true though. He has at least like 20 mixtapes, well, beat tapes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like people don't. It's cool. It's fine.
Nobody knows like, who is he?
Nobody cares. Like I need you for a beat. Hey yo, I got my man's literally like I can hit this nigga up anytime I want to. Hey yo, James, give me like an hour. Let's sit down and make a beat together, or let's sit down and show me what beat you got. That's happened.
Yo, Palm said you should have told him, Google me, pussy.
That's so. But my thing is like niggas already know. You know what I mean? But niggas want to pop.
What kill me is It's just like the dude in that comic book group. These delusions of grandeur,
yes,
that these guys have about who they are, what they can do, and their position. You want to tell this is adequate. You want to tell adequate you're on your own. Nobody knows you, B. This man has projects that people have actually spent money on.
That's fact.
This man has a song in a movie, and you sitting here telling this man you on your you sound goofy.
Like I need you, but let's keep it a bean too. Even though I haven't been productive musically,
it don't take away what you already did.
Right. Let's give it a bean. I've been content creating every week since April this year. So I knew a lot more than what other niggas is talking about. So
Napalm said it, Napalm said it best. Sometimes you gotta remind a motherfucker. Sometimes you do. Because people will get you fucked up and think that like I don't know what they be like, yo, who you think you're talking? You know what it is? A lot of times, Eddie, you don't be doing this. You don't be doing that. You don't be popping your car. You don't be doing none of that, right? No. You know what I'm saying? That's not in your nature to do.
But I will remind niggas. I'll be like, yo,
you gotta remind. Exactly, both flex.
I do more than you.
No, excuse me. You have done more. Impact matters.
Facts.
Because he can go out there and make 20 beat tapes all day long, but if nobody cares, it did not make the impact that I'm sure he would have wanted. If he did 20 and you did 3, and yours had more impact than his, I don't want to hear about that 20 he did.
Because if you Google me, my shit like 2 pages. Fuck out of here.
Nobody knows him. I don't have no pages. I want pages.
You have pages.
Let's see. Fuck out of here. We're gonna see right now.
I don't have it. There's no way that I'm going to pop up when you type in.
Shut up. and I'm putting it in all caps, nigga.
Yeah, but my name isn't as original as I first thought when I made it.
Damn.
No, you're right. Because that shit bringing up SPJ lighting.
Yep, smartphone junkie.
Journalist and
there's a bunch of different SPJs now that I realize it.
But that's why we're gonna make you famous. So nigga,
no. You
keep saying no. We're doing that.
No, listen. The thing about that is you understand the amount of fame that I would have to reverse that. There are already things out there that are popular. Yeah, there are already like if my name was original, that's one thing. But my name's not as original as I initially thought it was.
Then why you ain't just make your name original?
I'm not changing my name.
Because you know what's so crazy about it? This thing was like, oh, why did you name yourself Adequate? Why would
I asked why you
like? Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I asked you why you named you.
That was the first time I've ever got asked that question. I was like,
that's because people would. Yeah, I don't understand.
Even in interviews, nigga, you've done interviews. You've been on TV.
But the reason why my name is Adequate, like it comes from another name. Like my shit used to be AK Spitter.
Right,
used to be Adequate Knowledge Spitter. I was like, yo, that's a long ass name. That sounds like Immortal Technique type shit. Like
yes, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, sort that shit up. So I was like, oh, just be Adequate. I was like, yeah, that works. But just spell it different and keep the AK in there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
right. That was the reason. Then when
I'm surprised that somebody didn't ask you that. And you've done quite a few interviews on podcasts and
that's really
TV. It's weird to me that none of these interviewers said ask you.
Yeah, like I'm not the weird one for asking you that.
No,
you're not. I didn't say it was the weird one. No, they asked me where I got my name from or whatever. But the way that you asked was like, you were like, but why?
Yeah, why?
I didn't put it such like it was like mundane and like mediocre.
Nigga, I ain't say that.
No, I took it that way.
Okay.
Because I know you speak with intent. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like,
it'll do.
I know why he's asking. Exactly, nigga. And I was like, damn, man. Like, ain't like I just came up with it. Like I had like a bunch of different rap names before. This was the one I was like, this is going to be the one.
Iterations.
Yeah, which is going to be the one.
Nope. And on top, the other reason I wasn't going to change it is because mine isn't a rap name.
True.
Yeah, it is you.
I was SBJ way before
you started rapping. That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
And you Southpaw too.
You might need an alter ego though. You might need an alter ego.
No, listen, that's starting with those skits I was telling you about. That's the beginning. It's gonna be more than one of them. I've already started the working on that.
Yo, what's funny about that is I have alter egos that I have never used. They're just in my head and shit.
Word.
I have never used on any songs or any branding or none of that.
Right.
Wait, but do they get displayed like personally, like in real life?
If I was to use them, people would get it.
Right.
Based off my branding, they'd get it.
Yeah.
You know,
I've started in songs that aren't released. Mr. Run That Back. That's yeah, but again, none of those songs have hit the light of day. So nobody actually knows about that.
And you know the thing is, like, I'm sleep because like I be calling you out for the phase and shit, and you Southpaw. So like, hey yo, nah, hear me out, because I ain't pussy. You feel me? I'm saying this.
Both of us are, Eddie.
What I'm saying is, you never found somebody Southpaw before?
Yeah, literally, both of us are left-handed though.
I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, my jab is nice, you know what I'm saying? But your power hand might be like nicer, you know what I'm saying? So like,
nigga, I got orangutan arms. These motherfuckers, this jab.
Yo,
hear me. All I'm saying, like we
can't get in. I'm trying, but can't. These orangutans.
My thing is, I can take punches and shit. I can bing all that.
I these niggas like this.
No, what I'm saying is, fam,
like mule nail on each wrist.
Yo, you
stupid. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel those lefties.
Damn, I didn't even know Palm was left-handed. All these fucking lefties.
So that means even with Palm too. So yo, give me time. Like
you listen.
Let me get her up.
Don't listen.
Yo, James, let me.
You don't want it with the once and future king, my guy.
No, them hands.
Nah, but Palm. Listen.
This nigga got skillets.
Cast iron skillets.
Hey yo, my thing is like
that's why he couldn't bowl. That's why he couldn't bowl. He kept breaking the fucking bowling ball.
With his hand?
Yeah, yo.
Hey yo, Palmer, give me like
finger got stuck and shit.
6 months. 6 months.
Yo, Og telling the truth, yo.
Give me three.
Right,
because
you thought was the haymaker.
What I'm saying with Palm is 6 months because he got the old man strength.
Yo,
James, 3. Like we kind of in the same age bracket, so I feel like I can learn the Southpaw a little bit. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh god!
But yeah, you know.
Yeah. Look, even sis, Marissa left-handed.
Yep. Thank you.
Right? That's crazy.
Also, I'm the weirdo. And y'all
and Kristen. What?
I mean, fuck y'all niggas. You know what? Fuck that. I'm using a gun. Fuck that. None of y'all niggas.
No, thanks. Like, yeah. Left-hand society out this bitch.
Nah,
10%.
Nah,
10%. We the 10%.
If y'all ain't pulling up with a gap, y'all fucked up. Straight up. Oh, you want to throw the nukes up? Bop, bop, bop.
Jabbing the bullets out the air like, get that shit.
Yo, I'm gonna say 2 numbers, 4 or 5.
Oh no, Marissa's not. She's right-handed. She called us the left.
Hey, yo, these niggas suck. Yeah.
Yo, Vermin said his wife is our wife wrong too.
Hey, she'll get it too, fam. Fuck that. Nah, niggas.
Yo, you stupid. You're stupid. All right, me. I don't even know which one of these to start with.
Shit.
Should I be? All of them are annoying. Wait, are all of them annoying?
All of them are annoying.
Bro, everything's annoying.
Yo, listen. All of them are. People are involved. Yes.
So,
see,
it's gonna be annoying anyway. Yeah,
this guy gets it. This guy gets it. All right. So for this first thing, I'm gonna get this out the way because I started to send this to y'all yesterday, but we was talking about something else, and I didn't want to divert the conversation. Let me send this to y'all because I cannot post this for the people to see. I'm gonna show this to y'all and then we're gonna talk about it. I want y'all to look.
Wait. Are you saying you can't because you don't want them to see, or you just?
I'm about to send it to YouTube.
Okay, cool.
I want y'all to look, for lack of a better term, long and hard at this picture.
Phrasing.
Nigga, look at the picture. Look at the entire picture.
Hold on.
No, B, we not listen.
Look at the entire picture.
What the fuck?
Look at the entire picture.
I'm blind.
I gotta see.
I need y'all to look at the entire picture. Notice what is going on.
Wait, because
understand what you're looking at.
No, this is
fam. Yeah.
This is Facebook, my guy.
Yo? I know why. That's what I'm like. Yo, that's appalling. Yo,
this is an ad.
Is this
this is an advertisement?
So this what you doing, sucker nerd?
Bruh.
Yo, I was about to spaz because I thought it was Robert that posted that. Okay, fine.
No, this is an advertisement.
No, that's not an ad. No, that's
it is, my guy.
Yo, fuck nerd. What are you doing, yo?
I was like, so I'm on Facebook, I'm scrolling, and I see this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I bugging? Is it me? So I took the screenshot, and usually y'all seen my screenshots before. You know when I usually take screenshots, I cut out all the ancillary.
Yeah.
I couldn't this time. Context was necessary.
You could not have sent us just that picture.
Right.
What are you doing?
I'd be like, why the fuck you sending me porn? Pino.
Basically. So to explain as much as I can to the audience, I'm scrolling Facebook and I come across what appears to be porn. I mean, I can't even say what appears to be.
No, that's porn. You don't get more porn than that.
That's literally from black.com, my nigga. I'm Pino adjacent, and I know.
So it's a Facebook ad.
Why? You bugging, Zuck.
If you look at it, it says sponsored.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah,
it ass do.
You bugging. Bugging.
And I'm like, how does this?
Because nigga, you looked at black.com, nigga. You got a subscription?
No, nigga. No, nigga. This is
the
ad was for matter of fact, no. To make sure that I wasn't bugging and that it was actually an ad, I clicked on it. This is actually some fucking giving out fuck. That's funny. It's actually some like one of those enlargement pill companies.
Oh yeah. The shit that you get from like the cornerstone shit.
You ain't.
But I'm like, how do you connect? Like,
I mean, maybe
in general. Maybe
to tell you something, my guy. Like,
listen, in general, I get the picture. Like, if this was Pornhub, right? I would understand them using this picture for this advertisement.
It's Pornhub. Yes, it's right. Platform matters.
Facebook. Why is this?
I mean,
no,
mind you,
ain't know
what I mean.
No.
On top of that, just to give the audience, because again, I cannot post this
with the rhino on them.
You stupid. Just give the audience more clarity. It's not a guy by himself.
No,
it's not.
This is full on.
This is porn.
This is penetrative.
There's a whole deal in vagina in that shit. Like,
yo, I'm like, what the fuck is Zuckerberg doing?
Yo, doesn't that shit go against like the protocols of Facebook?
All of the policies,
right?
No,
all of them.
Right.
Not only does it go against the policies of Facebook, it's so bad that it goes against Black Planet. It goes against all the ancient ones. AOL. It goes against It's
like, if it was posted on any one of those, that shit would probably shut down the whole site. And they have to like fix the shit. You know what I mean?
It is that is so distasteful, right? Because platform.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, it is. Yo, it is. Because platform matters.
What's wrong with Pino?
Yo, platform. I'm gonna say this again. If you saw that on Pornhub, you wouldn't think nothing of it. If you saw it on your kid's elementary school website,
I mean,
what are you gonna think?
Yeah,
what are you gonna think?
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, yo, like,
oh, it's the kid seeing this shit. Yeah,
this is distasteful.
Like,
that's distasteful.
I'm like,
fuck.
But I'm still looking though.
I know you are.
I'm like, what the hell's going on with the world?
But I gotta be honest, like that thing. I ain't gonna go there. Listen, that's not some shit that's will be ever have got through the ad process. That should have never got through the ad process.
Yo, they let Yakub just say nigga and let that shit slide. And this shit go.
I don't understand.
No matter of fact, no. When we spell out white the wrong way with a Y.
No, not me. Luckily, I haven't had that issue.
Or even if we say white,
I've had that issue.
If we spell white,
but I've seen it though.
I've seen it.
There was a long time where I didn't believe it, but
Yeah.
I believe it now because I've
seen
seen
it.
screenshots.
It just never happened to me, but I've seen it.
I got flagged because I said, "Yo, men are trash," and it was a post about men being actual trash, like doing.
God damn it! I broke my cord.
Yeah, yo, I was wondering. I heard a boom, doop, doop, boom, and then all of a sudden we get in the EOS webcam utility.
Yeah, the cord broke.
How did that happen? You broke it.
Yes.
How did that happen though?
I love that. Like I'm the only one that can never say that.
What?
That any of y'all or something. I can't say that to none of y'all because I'm always breaking shit.
I'm rarely.
My camera really is going to be on for the rest of the show. But anyway,
James barely breaks things too.
Like, yeah, but
that's barely breaks stuff.
This time it was a real thing.
I can't say it at all to any of y'all niggas. Even if I'm
no. So let's go. What's the next thing?
That's appalling.
The bruh. I was like, yo, what the? And like I said, I came across that. Well, pause. No phrasing.
I need that. I'm removing that. My God, I don't want to see that.
But that popped up on the timeline yesterday.
You're deleting the. Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to.
It's slightly disturbing. Like,
yeah, fuck out of here with that.
So moving on. My homeboy is the one who was in charge of planning this trip to Miami.
The one with old girl that was trying to use her EBT card and
yes.
Oh God, Lord.
He on some super extra shit, and I don't be understanding. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna ask y'all and everybody in the chat. Answer this for me, please.
Riddle me this.
So when you've gone on vacation,
I've only had one vacation.
That's not true.
At all.
I've had trips.
You've only had nigga. You know what I mean. So when you've gone on vacation, please tell me how many among you have had a spreadsheet with every possible potential expense on it.
What up, Jaden? Who do that?
A spreadsheet.
With every
possible potential expense.
Have I ever seen one of those? Or?
No. Have you ever had one for a trip that you've gone on?
No. Now I can understand why somebody would do it, but I feel like that would be like it's like extra, like petty.
Thank you. That's the exact word I was looking
for.
It's
extra.
Super extra. I'm like, so I don't know. Here's what really bothered me about it. And this is not a big deal.
It's just
something that was annoying. So this motherfucker hates when people overplan things. Like with a passion, he hates it. It'll be the middle of the day, and I'll get a phone call from him about one of his friends over planning things.
And yet it's still he's the
now one. I don't believe he started it, but I don't know the people that are involved. I don't know them, so I don't know what his relationship is with them. I've never seen them before.
Right.
Palm, you stupid as shit.
This is why. Never mind.
So I don't know what his relationship is with them. So I don't know. Like I don't know if like they peer pressured him into it or what the fuck. I don't know what the case was.
Right.
But he like, all right, let me. When he first started telling me about it, I think he asked me because whenever I go to Miami, I go to the Everglades.
Wait. I need to get this shit straight though. He was the one that invited the chick with the EBT card, right?
It's his trip. He invited pretty much everybody.
So he invited her though.
I think I just answered that question.
That is his trip. He invited everyone.
I don't think that he gets to be in charge of.
It's his trip. What do you mean in charge? It's literally his. Like, not only is he the one who planned the trip, it's literally his birthday.
And he let the EBT girl chick like try to finesse shit. And
that don't got nothing to do with us.
No,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to do with that. Like that don't affect me in any way.
But you will understand why I would be upset.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So he sent me yesterday. But like I said, Everglades. I've got to go to the Everglades. I love the little alligator joint. So I want to go.
I don't. That's the one thing I don't. I get the whole Florida, Miami, Everglades. I get that, but being around the alligators, I'm trying to.
Oh no, that shit's dope. Like they be
having
them shits in cages. Then you go on the airboat and shit, and then you get to swim in the wild. Like that's just fire, fam.
Shoes,
fire,
and a suitcase and a belt.
You're a dumb
fire.
You were dumb.
I don't had no.
I get it. You're funny. You're dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
But I absolutely love that little resort. And alligator tastes fire.
No,
I haven't had it yet.
Let me amend that. Alligator burger, fire. Like fire. I don't need to be around y'all walking around.
No,
with your mouth all open and shit. I'm not.
They ain't cages, fam.
Yeah, actually, there's only one
that
ever walks around, and it's a show.
Yeah. They do this shit where they put their hand and put their hand in their mouth and shit, which I think is goofy because that nigga just snap.
Goofy, like come on.
It is. No, I agree.
It's that. Like,
but it's funny.
It's fun to watch.
Right.
It actually snaps down. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, listen,
nigga.
That'll be exciting. I can't say it'll be fun necessarily, but it'll be exciting. If
it won't be fun or exciting for him.
Right.
But it'll be fun and exciting for me to see if that alligator actually clamps his jaws.
Jada said, "Alligator, you've been playing the fool's ball." So stupid.
So he I told him, because one of the reasons that you go on trips with people is to experience them. We talked about this last week. To experience them experiencing.
That's true.
The things. So I had told him, like from the jump, like I don't care what else we do.
Right.
We're going to this thing. And also another thing that I can't quite remember off the top of my head right now.
Yo, did you hear about this? The crocodile hunter's son almost got snatched this week.
I mean, they fought with crocodiles 24/7. Like it's bound to happen.
Yeah, I don't get the taking chances with
no, I don't think I would go to a crocodile show. That's different.
Yeah, I mean, to alligators, crocs, they're not the same.
No.
They both will fuck you up.
No, absolutely.
Either way, they're different species of gator, but whatever. I'm not being that involved.
They're some of the last remaining dinosaurs.
Right.
Like, I'm not.
I am not.
It's the reason why we should be all celebrating that humans weren't here.
We displaced ourselves to be from being around them. I am grateful.
Yeah, we ain't had nothing to do with it. We ain't had nothing to do with it. But the reality is, we should celebrate that we. These motherfuckers out here making Jurassic Park movies, wishing that we was in the same spot.
Nah,
no,
leave them animals alone. What's Buddy's name from Jurassic Park? The one that the only one that really had the right idea. What's his name? Damn.
Hold up.
I don't know. You the Jurassic Park fan?
Yeah, you are the expert.
I always forget his name though. But he's always the one like, yo, life finds a way.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, him. He's right. He's like, why y'all touching that?
I just be wondering, yo, like why y'all?
Why?
You want that back? You want that back? Why?
You want that?
So right now, as we speak, if a goddamn cougar ran down your block,
yeah, and fuck up shit, and fuck you.
Everybody gonna wig like, oh, shit, it's a cougar.
So what you telling me? You wanna?
What you think a
30-foot fucking dinosaur stomping on your block?
What you think a dinosaur? If we wilding out,
even if it's not
a rabbit, a rabbit, yo. I grew up
in alone.
I grew up in Baltimore, B. I grew up in Baltimore, B. One of them Baltimore rats, if they come through in the right place, people going wild like, oh shit,
bro, I don't fuck with roaches. I don't fuck with roaches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanna fuck with dinosaurs? All right, bet.
Y'all done?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. My bad, dog.
I was waiting.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
I'm just saying, people are stupid. They're dumb.
I don't want to be.
People are stupid. We know that though.
Jeff Goldblum was right though.
I'm good.
Thanks. So you like, how much is it? Like, I don't know, because I don't really care. We're going. That's going to happen. So
you know, who's talking about my birthday?
Fuck his birthday. We're not even going on his birthday. Listen. Let me explain why.
About to say, because the first energy was
no. It's the same energy. It's the same energy.
Okay, all right.
Here's the thing. Here's why fuck his birthday. Because we're not even going on his fucking birthday anymore because he fucked up.
Oh,
of course.
Yeah, no.
Wait a minute. He fucked up at something to do with the planning of it.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
So the dates had to change.
Wow.
Yeah. So fuck his birthday. We're not even going on his birthday anymore.
Hold on. Before you go on, can we get James a nod? Because he said
we can't give him a nod. I can, but nobody can see you do it. So, you can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't give him a nod.
Anyway,
so, hold on. I got you.
Anyway, okay. I said thank you. All
right. So he brought up, so that conversation happened. Then later on, he brought up the conversation of the spreadsheet. I'm like, yo, that's mad unnecessary. Potentially convenient, sure, but mad unnecessary.
That's false.
He agreed. Here's the conversation that we had yesterday. This was that conversation happened a week ago. This is the last conversation we had about it. He says, yo, what is I need you to pick an excursion and let me know how long and how much, please. I said, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Who?
Said, what? Like,
he said Everglades. I said, I'm so confused right now. Because mind you, this is cold. That was the first statement in our conversation.
Right, pause.
No, we do not do pause.
But
pause is homophobic. We do phrasing.
But that was phrasing as hell.
Yes.
Said how long?
Particularly, we don't do pause because he's a gay man, so it wouldn't apply to him.
That wouldn't even.
that kind of low key makes it worse, but whatever.
No, nigga, it doesn't.
No, don't.
That makes it better because he is a gay man. Anyway, Everglades. I said, I'm so confused right now. He said, oh my God, LOL, I need the info for the Everglades trip that you want to do for this cost spreadsheet. I said, nigga, I don't know the info. I don't book excursions ahead of time. What the fuck?
Wait, that didn't go to a spreadsheet? Like, what
no, it is the spreadsheet that I told you, that I literally just told y'all about.
No, but it's like that he named it that. Like, this shit sounds fun. Like
no, nigga, he didn't name it anything. It's a spreadsheet.
It's
the spread. So,
I would have said like it was like a list that I wrote down shit. Like,
no, it's literally a spreadsheet.
What? So he did on like Excel and shit?
It's a spreadsheet, nigga. What do you mean? Yes, it's a spreadsheet.
So he went on Excel.
I don't know if he made it. Again, I don't.
So you ain't see it.
Where's the confusion happening?
Yeah, I try to. I know what's going on.
Please tell me.
I know what's happening, and I'm going to alleviate as much as I can. That because it needs to happen. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and that way there'll be no confusion, and SBJ can continue his magnificent retelling of this story, because apparently we won't be able to go forward without it, right? So I'm hold up, I got you. So Addy, these are spreadsheets. These right here.
That's Excel, right?
These are
spreadsheets. But it doesn't matter if you do it in Excel.
These are spreadsheets. This is
what I'm saying is, so he took his time to spread it out like that, like
nigga. Two things you don't listen. Two things that I've already established.
That's 3 things.
That would have alleviated all of these questions that you're currently asking. Is I asked in the beginning, how many people have gone on a trip with a spreadsheet of all the possible potential expenses for the trip?
Hold up, is your man?
That's one.
Is your man's an accountant?
No.
Hey, yo, that's hyperbolic, man.
The second thing, it's not, but listen, the second thing I said was this man hates over planning. So I'm not sure if it was him that made the
somebody else,
or if it was somebody else, and they pressured him into participating. I don't know those two, that answer. But again, let me continue.
What's 3? What's 3 though?
That 3 is let me get the fuck on with this story, because I still got.
Well, all I'm going to say, and I'm gonna let you rock. That is mad fucking rude.
Rude?
Yes, a whole spreadsheet.
I don't think that's rude. It's unnecessary. But anyway,
let's split the difference. Unnecessarily rude. There you go.
Maybe I don't. So I'm like, nigga, I don't know the info. I don't book excursions ahead of time. Hey.
Why did somebody who wanted to use an EBT
Eddie, stop stepping on that man's story.
God. I'm like, I don't know the info. I don't book excursions ahead of time. Like, who the fuck? Okay.
I'm mad
he said you don't want to. You said you don't have to book it. Just pick the one you want to do, and you can get the info on how much it'll cost.
Right.
I said, tell they monkey asses to sit down and bring whatever money they can safely spend, like non-compulsive adults. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This is not supposed to be an exercise in fucking doing work. We're going on fucking vacation. You bring the money that you can fucking spend safely.
He was turning it to a trip.
And not put yourself out. And you bring that, and whatever you do is whatever the fuck you do. Like,
that's crazy.
We don't need to over plan this.
Yeah.
So I said, tell them sit the fuck down and bring the money that they can safely spend like non-compulsive adults.
Right.
His response was, nobody's stressing about it. He said he's trying to put together information for everybody to have ahead of time. The info is online. Get some. I said, fuck them. Just kidding. But this is super extra.
Spicy.
So the price I'm seeing is about $80 per person for 5 people. Mind you, not doing it online before, when I went, it was definitely cheaper. But I don't know if that's because the prices have gone up or what the case is. Again, another reason that we should just wait until we fucking get there to see the prices, because we don't know what the situation is.
Hey, question about that.
What up?
You've been on these things before.
Yes.
Right? Is there a website?
I have no idea if there's an official website.
All right, got you.
I know that you can, but anywhere you go, you can book an excursion for that place. But that place that you're booking may not have anything to do with the actual place you're going to. Right. It might be a place that just does excursions.
Right.
And they might be booking the place for you, playing middleman. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Which is why I don't do my excursions that way.
Right.
So he said it's not extra to know the possible cost of something up front. Okay, I'll put that in. If it changes, that can be handled at the time. I said, nigga, it's extra to have this spreadsheet with every possible potential expense that could ever come up. I'm surprised you don't agree with your usual hatred for over planning. Unless you keep your money physically in your house, what difference does it make how much something costs when we get there? Right. Not the price of the trip, The price of something you might possibly want to do on a trip.
Right.
Because everybody don't even know that they want to go on this.
Want to go and do on that thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So he said, you think it's extra because you don't think it's necessary. I don't mind having something that shows me how much things cost ahead of going somewhere where you keep money and has nothing to do with planning ahead. Now, mind you, this is cap.
No. I'm gonna say
this is cap because this ain't somebody that I've never been on a trip with before.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
This motherfucker has been on at least 3 trips with me. Not once.
Cap.
Not once have I provided him with a spreadsheet of the fucking potential cost of every possible eventuality that we could run into while on this trip. No,
I don't even think that's possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
That's another part of my point. Not only is it extra, it is impossible to complete. All right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was wrong.
About which?
Go ahead. No.
Just assume.
He was
wrong. Well, don't assume.
No, just assume he was wrong.
Okay. I said, but it's not necessary. Knowing how much the trip itself costs is 100% necessary.
That's necessary.
But anything on top of that is optional. There is no benefit unless you want to know how much to physically take. Hence why I said the thing about keeping your money in the house. Or you got to do something strange for a piece of change in order to add to the trip.
Dude.
So, hey, listen.
So wait a minute. This is the other thing about that that's a little to me weird. It sounds like to me that there is once again you're having a clash between 2 different ideas on what a trip vacation is.
But like, here's the thing:
you don't have
he trips with me.
Yeah,
so
but
he already.
Don't you have other people that trip with you that don't seem to get that?
No,
I'm going to do
anybody that I've told a story about.
Okay.
Anybody that I've told a story about as far as going on a trip on this podcast is not going on this trip.
No, got you.
Literally none of them.
Got you. Got you.
They have been eliminated from the equation of going on trips.
Yeah, I knew this nigga was going to say this.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
I knew it was coming.
Oh, without question. So I say there isn't anything wrong with it per se, but it's definitely extra. Like, what the fuck?
I think I'm gonna go over the edge and say it's something wrong. I am, yo. Like, I think I am, yo.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're making me do work that I should not have to do.
I'm trying to.
Mind you, on top of all of this, if an estimation of how much it costs is okay, why the fuck are you trying to make me do work?
Yeah.
If an estimation is okay, why couldn't you just look it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And get an estimation of the price. I think
the part that would have annoyed me the most is they trying to make me do work and I'm about to go.
Bro,
like, come on, B. Like, we're not doing that.
On vacation. I don't care. Like, you want to do all this over planning for this shit. I'm not doing that. It's very simple. I hit him up. I told him, yo, that's funny. I hit him up. I told him, yo, I'm gonna go ahead because I wasn't gonna cook at all. But I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a breakfast or brunch or whatever because niggas don't be getting up super early when they're on vacation. So it'll probably end up more like a brunch. But I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that one day.
It's Uber Eats now, that bitch.
Hey, my guy, listen, thanks. So I'm like, I'm going to do it one day. He like, one day? Nigga, yes. Because of the way that you planned this trip, there are only 2 possibilities. There are only 2 chances to do it. One, because we're going, me and a group of us are going down the day before he planned the trip. Because going down the day of costs $70 more than going the day before and renting an Airbnb for one night.
What I don't understand is the shocked voice about you not wanting to cook multiple.
I explained this to him.
Like, why are you shocked?
And there are people that I don't know going on this trip. Fuck them. I don't cook for people I don't see. That's not what this is. I don't cook for people I don't know. I cook for my peoples. Yeah. My peoples that I fuck with, I'll cook for them.
Yeah. So James, you're not an altruist?
No.
Oh, that's me neither.
First of all, James is James is a upper primate. He's not a bird, so I don't know why you.
Hey, yo, so James, after we shoot the fade, like you could be up something like
absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Well, you probably going to need just a raw steak.
Nah,
you stupid. That's funny. Yo. I wish my camera was on. The way that my face lit up when the bar hit me, nigga. Palm. I cook on vacations. I cook on vacations for not every vacation, but like I don't be going on vacation with just anybody. The people I go on vacation with, when I go on vacation, generally they my folks. Mm-hmm. So in order to save money on buying food out every single mm-hmm. we'll pull together, go to the grocery store, and I'll hook up a couple meals of shit. Yeah. But I explicitly stated that's not what's happening this trip. Mm-hmm. For two reasons. Mm-hmm. One, I have things. I have things that I specifically want to do while we're there. There are times where we go to places where there's not anything specific that I want to make sure gets done, so we can just find whatever we find whenever we find it. No, in this case, there are two things at least specifically that I want to make sure we do. So again, going the day that he planned the trip for cost $70 more than going the day before and renting an Airbnb for the night.
God damn.
So that's what the fuck a group of us are doing. We're going the day before and renting an Airbnb for the night. Yeah. So then the next day, which is the day that everybody will be there, we can't check into the Airbnb until like 3 or so. It's too late for breakfast.
Right.
Then there's Friday and Saturday, which are the two available times to make breakfast. And then Sunday is the day we're leaving. So I'm not doing that on the day we're leaving. Right. So there are only two opportunities for us to do this. For me to say that I'm doing it once should not seem that crazy to you.
Agreed.
And
I was thinking that too, Nate. I was thinking that too, Nate.
All right, put it like this. Yes, that is true. I've done breakfast for dinner before. Mm-hmm. However, I'm not doing it. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, I'm not doing it that late. Not for a bunch of motherfuckers. That's just not what's going to happen. Like,
it's going to be clear. Yeah, not for a bunch of motherfuckers.
No, fatherfuckers either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fatherfuckers either, because it's going to be more. Actually, it is going to be more ladies than men. No, not for a bunch of motherfuckers or fatherfuckers.
Okay,
it's just not going to happen. Not. Come on now, not that. Yo, Eddie, you funny.
Nah, let me childish this silence. Go ahead.
I think it's 12.
That's fuck. I'll do the pay bills. That's it.
Thanks. All right, so that's it with the trip thing. Like I said, it's a small thing. This is annoying as fuck though, particularly because of who you are. I know you.
Yeah.
You are one of my closest friends in the world. You live 30 seconds away from me walking.
That's facts.
We've been on trips before.
That's facts.
You know how this goes. For you to even try to do this differently than you've seen me do is one, an insult to me, because clearly every time I've done it, the end result fucking worked and you've seen it. Right. So for you to
but to be fair though, there was a lot of upheavals.
No. That was only 2 trips, and one of them he didn't go on.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the trips that he's gone on, no, it wasn't no whole bunch of that.
Oh, but I do appreciate Eddie's.
This is why I was trying to give you a nod, because you're doing your best to stay out of making trips again with people.
No. It's a scientific method thing that I've done with it. I've eliminated those motherfuckers that were on that. Yeah, that's what I've done. The original plan was to stop.
Ate the food. It was like, no, he's not.
Yeah, no. The original plan was to stop.
Listen, I told him at the time when he said,
"Shut up, Tom." I mean, shut up, Palm. My bad. That was shut up, Palm.
So when he said,
I ain't doing this shit anymore.
Doing this, I was like, yes, you is, nigga.
Yeah, he was right.
Yes, you is.
Low-key.
So the scientific method led me to, instead of stopping, just eliminating the people that would cause problems. So like I said, this isn't my trip. I'm not in charge of planning this trip. there would not be these other people that I don't know if that was the case.
Right.
One of the reasons that we ended up having to move the date is because he wanted to add too many people.
Right.
Not understanding how this whole thing worked. You don't give a bunch of fucking monkeys options. That's not how the fuck this works. And that is how things don't get done.
This is the reason why. That is the very reason why. Back when I was producing more, and me and Napalm was in our group and shit, I didn't give him a lot of options with beats. Like, oh,
it's not necessary.
Right, you don't give monkeys a lot of options.
You don't.
Hey, yo, don't do that.
It's like
no. Monkey, no, he's being a little ass.
No, just very little.
But very little. Monkey is the stand-in for human. We are monkeys.
Yes.
No, you don't give monkeys.
That was the part that I was like, chill.
You don't give monkeys a bunch of options. No, not if you expect something to get done.
That was.
I'd be like, hey, Napalm, this one right here.
And that's how I do. That's how I do when I plan these trips. I'll outsource for the location. Where are we going? But then I find the place.
Yes.
And then one or two people, I might show them a couple things that I'm thinking between, but not the entire group. You will never see a group chat from me when I'm planning a vacation talk about, all right, these are our options of where we can stay. Fuck no, because that's not how you get things done. How you get things done is you make a choice and you give limited options.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
These are the two things that we have to choose between. Which one of these are we doing? I don't even do that. By the time I get to the group chat, the place has been established.
Yo,
this is where we're staying.
Money, like,
right. This is where we're staying. This is your point in time where you can tell me if you're with it or not. If you're not, we'll see you next time.
Because the thing is, when you give people options, they
when you give monkeys options,
let's be respectful. Monkeys.
The thing is, like, when you give people options, is just
monkeys. Like, see, you doing it again. When you give monkeys options.
Well, I'm trying to be respectful.
No, you are being respectful.
You are. You calling them by
so when
name.
you give monkeys options,
there you go. There you go.
They turn options into options. Like they just make this shit deeper than
it's the paralysis of analysis, my guy. Yeah. It's a real phenomenon.
This is what we're doing. What are you going to do?
It's a real phenomenon that we deal with as humans.
So the average amount of people you take on these trips?
Me, 6, maybe 7.
So think about
that's my average.
So you've given 6 or 7 monkeys,
right?
6 or 7 options,
right?
That's gonna be a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Facts,
I'm sure that I was the easiest person that you ever had to deal with when it comes to vacationing.
Absolutely.
I told you straight, hey, bro, I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Thank
you for letting me know.
Yeah, you know
that's simple.
Actually, no, there's 2 right here.
Well, that's true. That's true too. That's true too. But so, and then after that, this is where we're staying. This is how much it costs. This is when it's due.
Right.
Y'all in? Yes. All right. By the due date, I need your money. If I don't have your money, you're not going.
Hold on. That should be self-explanatory.
Like,
if we don't have
that's
your
not
money,
how it ended up.
I know.
I know. Right.
Because you
know what it is? Because they feelings, they be like, "Oh, so you counted me out?" Nah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
That's funny, Eddie. That's funny, Eddie. Because one of them asked him that. One of them was like, "Oh, you counting me out?" And I told him, "Say yes. Say yes. All you gotta do is say yes."
If you was going, that wouldn't even be a question.
Right, you would have given me your money,
or you could just say no, and that alleviates the problem of you having to talk to them about it anymore.
Bro, you would have given me your money, or you would have told me you were going.
Yeah.
That's neither of those two things happened for 2 of the people from November till last week. Yeah. 2 of the people had not given a response
But that's what I mean, James. Like
that would not be with me planning the trip.
But they could have just told you no if that was the case. Like just say,
that's what they should have done. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they should have done. But it didn't matter. Their silence by the deadline would have been their answer for me.
Silence is the answer. Yeah, silence.
Because when you went to Myrtle Beach, I was like, "Yo, James, I can't do it." Like I was like, "Yo,
very simple."
I was like, "Yo, I can't do it. I'm not going. I'll see you next time." It was
very
like,
simple.
Nothing like it wasn't no. Damn, why can't you die? Can't you?
Right.
It was none of that. It was like, oh, all right, cool. I'll see you next time. I think that people think that those type of questions they're going to come across those questions when they say, nah, I can't do it. My thing is, you can't question me if I say no. No is no.
Facts.
I can't do it.
If you can't go, then you can't go. Cool.
Yeah.
Just say
cool.
You can't.
There's no, and that's the thing. No hard feelings for me.
Yeah, and
I clearly want you to go because I invited you.
You can't.
But if you can't go, you can't go. Nigga, we are adults. We are adults.
I don't even really need to know the reason you can't.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. If I'm close to you, I'm probably going to ask.
Oh yeah,
like, Eddie told me like, yo, I can't.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I feel like I over-explained why I couldn't.
Right.
I knew that James already knew what my situation was.
Because we fuck with each other like that. But if it's just you are cool and you might be fun to go on vacation with, and you like no, that's the end of this. All right, cool.
That's
the end of it.
That's that.
Yeah. So clearly, it ended up being a whole bunch of mess. Anyway, all right, moving on.
So. You had some more in your story and shit, or work? That's what I want to hear about.
Yeah, this is work.
I have time for that. I just got a message. I have time to hear that because your work stuff, your work stuff is so ass.
All right. So last year, I'm sorry. What's this? So 2020 going into 2021, I got a raise. A significant raise.
Yeah, I'm tired
because
of significant raises too.
Hey, whatever, it is what it is. I got a significant raise to be a part of, if not close to the top of, taking care of something that we were implementing. Two things that we were implementing at our job.
Yeah, you got to do that for raises, yo.
Real shit. For helping work out two things that we were implementing with our job. Throughout that year of 2021, one of them was supposed to be done by September. One of them was supposed to be done by, I believe, June-ish. The one that was supposed to be done by June was supposed to start in February. It didn't start until March. It started at one of the locations. And to this very day, it is still only at that one location.
Okay.
It was only at that, still only at that one location.
Okay.
So hear me clearly. I am lazy. I am absolutely lazy. I enjoy the fact of my job that is insurance. As in, if you don't need me, you don't need me.
Right.
I enjoy that very much. However, I'm still responsible. Like, if you give me a raise because of duties that I'm supposed to perform, a little bit of that I feel bad about if I can't perform those duties. Right. But the bigger side of that is I'm now wondering, shut up. I'm now wondering, are you going to try to take money back? Are you going to try to
no, they can't
give me
do
more money?
Listen. That's what they're
Are you going to try to not give me more money? What is going to happen given that I couldn't do this? No, this needs to proceed.
Right.
So this year comes. I got the same exact raise. Again. So I'm like, nah, we're not doing this again this year. The thing that was supposed to start in September, I have no control over that starting or not.
Right.
That's completely outside of my power. it's going to be done when it's done, as far as I'm concerned. The other thing, the one that started, I have some say in that.
Right.
My boss hit me up like, hey, this was 2 weeks ago. My boss hit me up like, hey, such and such has this list of problems with the project that apparently they got in November and didn't tell you about it for some reason. I'm like, why am I not being informed about this? Because it's helpful to move the thing forward. We need to move this forward. Again, this is one of my responsibilities now.
Right.
So she's like, all right, well, this was a Friday. She was like, well, just get with her Monday and get all the information so that you can start doing the back and forth with the people so we can get all this fixed. I'm like, cool, no problem. I get in Monday. I go to her. I sit down with her. We're talking. Her phone rings. She's talking to somebody. 5 minutes pass. Hey, James, Monday morning probably isn't the best day for this. I'm going to call you. Okay. Wednesday comes. Still no call. I love working with this person. This person is amazing. I fuck with this person heavy. This person does an amazing job with what things she does.
Right.
The issue is,
what's the issue?
Since I've been working here, she's had duty upon responsibility upon responsibility added to her plate. So now she got all the shit in the world that she got to do. So things fall by the wayside from time to time because she can't possibly do everything. She's one person.
Facts.
So, but my boss told me to get it done. So I'm gonna do what my boss said.
Of course.
So what I did was I constructed an email and I CC'd my boss. I CC'd her. I CC'd my other coworker that's working with me on this. Mm-hmm. Shut up, Paul.
And we literally need shirts.
That's why I changed the fucking word as I was building to responsibility.
Yo, we need shirts to just say shut up, Paul. Shut up. So I CC'd all of them. I did not do. This was a happy side effect. When I sent this email, it forced her hand. She had to drop what she was doing because I didn't have all the information. So because I didn't have all the information, she had to step in and give the rest of the information. Right.
So it kind of forced her hand to stop doing what she was doing and work on this.
Right.
Again, happy side effect. So on top of having issues on the inside of our company that are delaying this from happening, the company we're working with has problems that are delaying this from happening.
Wow.
So after I sent that email to him, we going back and forth. He said, I fixed this, I fixed that. All right, blah, blah, blah. Cool. And then he's hit me up this past week like, hey, did you get a chance to look at the fixes? I'm like, no. I can't do that until I go to the location that this is implemented at. I can't do that until Friday. That's when we'll do that.
Right.
He says, okay, what time are you going? I'll meet you there.
Right.
Oh, really? All right, bet. Watch this. So I tell him the time. Then, unbeknownst to him, I invited every single person that may have a question to ask him. Because what you're not going to do, because this is one of the reasons why I have to CC everybody in a fucking email. Right. Because what you're not going to do, I don't know if he does it on purpose. I don't think so. He seems like a great guy. It might just be memory, whatever the case may be. But he has this issue where if somebody tells him something, he'll act like it was never told to him unless more than one people
says it. Yeah.
Right.
Now, it's possible that it could be the memory thing. Also,
absolutely
weaponizing.
Absolutely. That's why I did it this way. I'm like, oh, you're showing up here? Guess what I'm going to do? Hey, you. I'm having a meeting with him. I got him. I need you to slide through. No, we're gonna get them together. All right, okay, boom. Hey, I need you to slide through. You about to, hey, manager, you're the manager for the next location we're gonna start at. I need you to slide through. We're gonna get him in this one spot, and we're gonna bombard him with all the questions that we have.
Is this Endgame?
Exactly.
This is Endgame. You
on your left.
Spot.
On your left. On your left. All right, bet. So here's the thing: with great power comes with great responsibility.
Oh, damn it!
Manipulation is kind of comes with the territory when you're such an observational person and you're so good at pattern recognition.
Right.
Okay, yeah, sure, but some would call it manipulation. Others, I think, what might say it's not your fault if you're all there playing cards. You see in your hand,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Some shit that can win. Like you're all playing cards,
right?
You know right. Like the deal was basically dealt to you,
right.
For you to win, so you.
They got eyes.
Yeah. That's a fact.
They got brain like this.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I told somebody before? I was like, and that's kind of it's like a Kanye bar, but it's true though. Like, if you're not useful, you can't be used. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I don't deal with people that's not useful, and that sounds fucked up.
No, that's just what it is.
Yo, like, if you can't do nothing for me, what the fuck I'm gonna fuck with you for?
Facts.
But
and it's like, no, be like
that don't necessarily mean anything.
You want
carry or
right.
Friendship and stuff, but it's gotta be something.
It's like,
right.
The thing is like, yo, I might be useful also.
Yeah, facts.
So, I hope I am.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. This is supposed to be a collaboration. Yeah, use me for what you need me for.
Yeah, and if I'm able to do it, I got you. Like,
I'm fine with that. Yeah. But what we not going to do,
what's that?
Is somebody tell you that they have an issue and you brush it off because not enough people told you.
Told me, yeah,
right?
That's crazy.
I literally been through that, and I was like, so just because all these people have never said these things to you that you met doesn't mean that you have this characteristic that you do these things. That's how you are. They be like, oh, nobody's ever told me that.
Hey,
so what?
Papa doesn't mean you're not that.
Right.
Other people haven't said that to you. That's what I mean.
Like, all right, this needs to be fixed.
Even on the flip side, when people are like, oh, whoa,
yo, Mike ass,
yo, matter of fact, that was phrasing as fuck.
I mean, it is what it is.
But even on the flip side, like, if like, yo, like, just because like people say a lot of shit about me, but I'd be like,
they do,
and it'd be the same thing. And people are like, oh, well, everybody can't be wrong. But I'm like, there's been multiple times where people been wrong about a lot of shit that the consistency.
No, that's a misnomer. Everybody can be wrong.
Yeah.
Not only
everybody just can't be wrong if they're opposite. Right. They just can't be wrong about the same thing if they're all having different takes and one of the takes exists. Sure, then everybody can't be wrong. But yes, there are several situations where everybody involved can be wrong.
Yeah.
Yo, I've seen it.
I'm just saying,
the ass is ever, yo.
That doesn't bother y'all as much as it bothers everybody else. And I'm just like, yo, like what my niggas like they tell me like what I am all the time. You know what I mean? You know, like you don't even really get to experience me for real. So how do you get to dictate like, oh, this is what it is? But if everybody else said it, then it has to be true. Like, nah, like maybe
but here's the thing. I'm going to use that power that I have to get what I need to get done. Particularly,
this was the hand you were dealt.
Hey, it is
reading your cards.
My boss, who goes to fucking bet, this is not even like I couldn't explain enough how much she sticks up for us. It's including her. It's 4 of us in my department.
Yeah, I think it might be to a point where she might be spoiling them.
She honest? No, there's no might involved. She fucking she goes to bat for us. She like she's one of those bosses that will side with us sight unseen. Right. And then come to us and figure out what
that type. But no. From my experience, that's how you're supposed.
Right.
If you want your crew to respect you and trust you when something is wrong and come and say something to you, you have to be that type of boss. Yes. That's been my experience because my folks won't hide. When I was the supervisor, they wouldn't hide no fuck up. Right. But if you the type of motherfucker, they feel like they can't trust you and can't come to you because you don't got the back, they're gonna hide fuck ups, and that's gonna get you in more shit than the other way around. So they gotta be there. No, I'm gonna talk to them first and see what y'all saying they did this. I'm gonna find out.
Right.
I'm gonna find out. You know what I'm saying?
Sides to that shit too, because you experienced that shit too. Like the type of manager you were.
What is that?
Huh?
What
I heard it too. Yeah, I heard a bunch of staticky shit going on over there. I don't know if it's mine or yours.
I didn't hear it, so it probably was.
So it's probably yours.
What is it? The elimination shit, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Process of elimination.
Process of elimination. Yeah. So too, what I'm saying, like, because you told me what type of manager you were, and corporations or whatever.
She sounded like she's similar. In that.
Yeah. No, she don't play that shit, yo. She don't play that shit. If somebody come, because this was a thing early when I was doing it, when I was in this. Once I got this position earlier in my career, a lot of I talked about it on here the whole friendly quotient thing. I need to up my friendly quotient and all this other bullshit. Once she became in charge. That stopped. Yeah, that stopped. She had a conversation with me. She was like, "Listen, I know, I understand the people that we work with." She said, what we need you to do, what we need you for, your entire position, what it is for back at that point, was you need to be the liaison between us and everybody else. So they need to
find portions of the word lazy and liaison. I just want to put
that's absolutely. Hey, listen. Listen, I ain't gonna hold. But she like, I just need you. I need you to be the person that they're not scared to tell when shit happens.
Yeah, yo.
And I'm like, okay. Yes. This was the first time. This was in year like 4. This is the first time anybody had explained it to me that way. Right. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. She's like, yeah, you don't have to necessarily like be overly nice to everyone. No, absolutely.
They definitely need to have a rapport with you.
Right. I just have to have my agents in the different spaces. If it's 15 of y'all that work here, I don't need 15 of y'all to like me. I just need 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I just need 1 or 2.
Bro, I had like at least 5, but it was also sometimes a crew of damn near 30.
Right.
But those 5, I rock with most of those 30. But those 5,
right.
Yeah, nigga.
Like I have some, like I've gotten to the point with some of these.
Yeah, nigga,
right.
Yeah.
I got to the point where some of my coworkers I talk to outside of work. Some of them I go on vacations with. I might hang out with. Like now, most of them that have been in that position have now since moved to manager spots. Yeah. But even still,
no need for them to hang with you now, peasant.
No. Even still, they still have to report stuff to me.
Right.
So it's like, oh yeah, now I really that made my job better because now I don't need 2 out of 15 of y'all.
True.
I got the manager.
Yeah,
right.
That's fact.
If y'all not telling the manager shit, y'all gonna lose y'all jobs. So
yeah, that's a fact.
Fuck y'all. Like I don't need the rest of y'all to like me at this point. Like fuck that. But yeah, like I'm not going to lie and say I hate using the manipulation.
I mean, I feel like it's a tool.
Yeah, it is.
It's mad useful.
It is. Like because if you was doing shit right in the first place, I wouldn't have had to do it.
And this is the thing about that. There are ways to do shit that's not malicious. Like for instance, it can be said that at times I am asshole.
Okay, all right.
But I'm not a malicious.
Number one. We've established canon on this show. It is assholic.
I don't. What?
That's number 1. We established canon. It's assholic. That's number 1. Number two,
Eddie.
See, number two,
I heard
Cap. Number two,
yeah, nigga, fuck. Shit.
All right, that is it for my week. But there was one story. We don't have to read the whole story, but I need to say this on air.
Okay.
I
got.
Snoop Dogg acquires Death Row Records.
Oh, yo, I saw some shit that he was talking with Gilly. He was like, he feels like he deserves all that shit,
bruh.
Like he would have signed the new upcoming rappers and all this shit, like YG, Roddy Ricch, and all that shit. I was like,
I can't.
I mean, I hear him, but I don't really know if that has any standing. But you guys let me know.
This deal will eventually lead to him acquiring some of the label's music rights.
Yeah.
His and some other unspecified artists.
Suge Knight.
So that means like royalties.
Suge Knight's son is even Suge
Masters
Knight's son is happy
that
Snoop bought this, yo.
Right.
Even Suge Knight's son is happy that he bought this. So
right. So I mean, that's a big move. Y'all know I don't fuck with Snoop as a rapper. No, but as a person, like as a yeah, absolutely, without question.
So is he attaining that? Is that something that's going to happen?
It's his. No, he owns Death Row.
Oh,
he owns Death Row.
Well, he doesn't have all the masters yet.
I just want to see what he does with it.
Yes,
I'm gonna
say if the artists are happy, then I'll be happy too.
Snoop is. I think what wound up happening over the years is people underestimated how smart Snoop was. Because he has a certain caricature about him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Snoop is smarter than people think. He's always been smarter than people think. It's just that it hasn't always been as evident that he was smart. I think he's going to do okay. Because if you look at the way he's navigated his career, there is a lot of there was a lot of bullshit in the beginning. His shit when he was fucking with Death Row, a lot of bullshit. He got himself out of that eventually. Got himself into a position over there with Master P to make shitty records and still make money, right? Mm-hmm. And then even now, it's 2022. Snoop is still relevant to the culture.
Yo,
he's smarter than people think, yo.
Yo, it's to the point that if you bring up Snoop Dogg's name, even if people's living under a rock, people know who the fuck Snoop Dogg is.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
He's smarter than people. There is a list of rappers that Dre has worked with over the years, starting back before Snoop. Yeah, some of them went into obscurity because they had certain things happen in their personal life, like take the DOC, got in that car accident, lost his voice, and he still wrote, but he wasn't a performer like that. And if you don't perform, you're in the background, it's kind of difficult to keep your name out there like that, right? But with Snoop, he navigated through a lot of motherfuckers. He Uncle Snoop now, but a lot of these motherfuckers forget that Uncle Snoop beat a murder charge. Like, a lot of people forget that
murder was the charge that they gave me.
I'm just saying. So it's one of these things where I think a lot of people underestimated Snoop, and I think that was a weapon. I really do think that was a weapon.
Oh yeah,
underestimate him,
but the perseverance is strong. Like there's only 2 names under Dre that people will always remember, no matter what.
No, it's 3.
It's 3.
Well, okay. Well, I'm only.
I think you might be forgetting 50.
Okay. Well, okay. Fine. Got you. 50, Eminem, and Snoop.
And I feel like Jay-Z and Nas. What's up, my fault?
Shut up.
But I feel like Snoop is higher on that list because it doesn't matter what Snoop does. Snoop could not even make records for years.
No, I think all 3 of them on the same level as far as that's concerned.
50 don't have to make
not musically. 50 ain't on that musically.
50
that's what I'm saying. He don't have to be on that musically. I'm talking about that he is.
Jonathan, that's a good point. Tupac's name is connected with Dre's too. But I still think Dre's name doesn't overshadow Pac's. It don't. It's like an addendum.
Because when you think of Snoop, you think of Dre. When you think of M, you think of Dre. When you think of 50, you think of Dre. Or you think of M when you think of 50. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that thing. But at the end of the day, when you think of Snoop, people know who Snoop Dogg is. even fucking like middle class white women. You know what I
Well,
mean?
one
Like,
of the reasons they know who Snoop is, that demographic, when he was doing his thing with the cooking,
Martha Stewart and shit.
Stewart, that
Yeah,
introduced him. Even if they knew him just the name, but didn't know much about him. When
yeah, but they knew
that,
they had like some like the similar charges and shit like that.
they had a
and
connection or whatever.
Yeah, you know. So like
them charges wasn't similar.
Well, there was
they
made it seem
not only that,
like it was similar though.
Not only that, Martha ain't really go to jail.
Nah, she ain't.
I saw the prison she went to.
Yeah, she ain't do no
Sign
bail.
me up.
Hey,
sign me up.
Hey, yo, fam, what was that movie where it was the Kingpin and he went to prison and he was getting fed steak and all that shit? It was a movie with that.
Probably plenty of them.
Yeah,
it probably was made by Scorsese or some shit.
Like, it had to be fucking Marcus.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, like I recently saw the prison she was in. Like recently, because they did it was an article about how her and Snoop like finessed shit. Like, and they really, that's why I said Snoop smarter people think how they finesse shit. And they showed the prison. Because one thing, when Snoop was on some interview show, he said something to the effect that one thing I respect about Martha, right, is that she took her time and she went to prison. She did this, that, and never. And then in the article, they showed what that prison was.
Yeah,
so
she
be clear. Like, that ain't.
I mean, he didn't lie.
No, he didn't.
It was definitely rubbed. It was massaged a little bit.
Yo, they could have sent.
She did her bid.
They could have sent me there. When I got jammed up, they could have put me.
What I'm saying is, there's a difference between Martha Stewart doing her bid and if you did your bid, if you got caught up with some shit.
Right.
Yo, Napalm even made a good point. So like, it's almost like half-hours because she could literally leave.
Yeah,
right. She could leave for hours. Yeah. And matter of fact, when she came there, the people in that town put up welcome signs and she came out. Like, yo, it's not the same, my G. It's not the same.
Nah, it'd be like, yo, they.
Martha was on some gangster shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you with that. That's gangster. Like, I got in trouble. I did some little bullshit.
I'll be all right.
I'm all right. So before we go into anything else, because I got to bounce.
No, that's literally we had 3 hours, my guy.
Why you bouncing?
Oh damn. Well, I'm good. We good.
That's the show, my guy.
It worked out well.
My guy, what
the only thing I had left was if we went short, then we would have had trivia.
First of all, I need Addy to shut his pothole, and then
never.
That's true.
That's true. I can't even stunt. Like when I said it, I knew.
No, it's not happening.
It's not even what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like act like you know me, my nigga.
Girl, Paul said that prison was cleaner than the hosptal carpet.
Facts.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Which hospital?
Wait, hospitals have carpet?
Because if it's bond secure,
most hospitals have like tile.
No, they got carpet some places.
Then I guess never mind.
If it's bond secure, if it's the hospital I was born in, nah.
Well, but you was born in the 60s, nigga. So like,
bro, no, it was no, nigga. Don't do that. It was clean hospitals in the 60s, nigga.
I didn't say that.
Just the one that I was born in. Lutheran was bullshit. Lutheran was bullshit.
Niggas used to have carpets on like the floor in their crib, like all throughout the shit, even in bathrooms and shit. That ain't the thing now.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, facts. Napalm said before we get up out of here, Bon Secure was ass. So it was. Napalm also says he didn't get his answer about his $5, but we're gonna keep that pushing because he ain't getting that.
Yo,
so look,
when you get the 5 tracks, when you get the $5.
Wait. So is that the stipulation of what's
going down? No, that's not for you.
No, that's not for you.
That's specific for him. You play too much.
No, I was talking about for me.
You play too much.
Put your finger down, baby.
Yo, you play too much, yo. That's the problem.
Stop that. Yo, I'm from Miami, man, nigga. Stop playing.
But yeah, man, we want to thank everybody once again for coming out, hearing us rant and rave, and hearing Addy be ass, and
I was dead ass today. Yeah. My bad, yo. And what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Shh, whatever. But but no, we want to thank y'all for that. Really appreciate you guys always showing up when y'all do. Y'all help make the show fun to do. Also, please go check out my man Jaded Nerd's channel. He's doing good things over there. You know what I'm saying? And very entertaining, very articulate brother over there with his alliteration, and he's ass too. Like, yo, he's ass, yo. He's ass. Go check him out. Also, go check out Cyrus's Metas and Mutants. I was supposed to be scheduled to be on there last week, but I couldn't do it. And of course, his Let's Play channel. Yeah. He has that under Super Saga, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, go check out his channel. I think he's still playing the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Again, I think he's still on that.
Is there any way that we could pin that on like in the chat?
Do you have the link?
We still ain't even. Yeah, I don't know. We ain't get all that.
Yeah, we ain't get all of it. It's like I gotta get some. When Cindy come back from her vacation, I gotta get some info from her dice making shit too.
Word.
We can put that up there as well. And also those of you that have not yet checked the Patreon, issue 0 is available for early reading only to the majestic ones. It will be live elsewhere for everybody else next week, hopefully by Friday. We have it by Friday, but yeah, go check that out.
Just to let you know, my friends, I was telling them about the comic shit, and I'm like, yo, this has been 7 years in the making. It's finally happened. I showed them the artwork, and it was like, oh, so how can we start to read it? I'm like, well, you got to be a Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, but next week they can just.
But now
when that link is up next week, they where they can go and purchase it at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the majestic ones, they already purchased it.
Right,
being a Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already purchased it, and that, to be clear, y'all will always get digital copies as long as you're patrons. You will always get a digital copy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, for my man SPJ, you and my guy Adequate.
Yeah.
I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And for the greater multi-world entertainment family, shut up, Napalm. We are out. Peace.